The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir, the nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past.
Wow, the first time in Chipoprasi Senior High dining hall history. There has been never watching an egg at the dining hall before. And when a zoo came to power, we are now eating watching like we're watching any acronym say any posia mienu a zoo
Let me say this, that His Excellency John Mahama comes from the tradition. Indeed. He comes from the tradition. So far, all his speeches have been, as far as I'm concerned, on point. It has been facing the people and giving the people hope. If that gets translated into action, how will you dissociate that from Nkrumah's philosophy? It becomes very difficult to dissociate. So maybe this is the time that all of us must join in and support. Because if our ultimate aim is to meet the needs of the people at their point of need, then we would have achieved that through, should I say, making the soup more of an Nkrumahist philosophy than anything else.
Onipa amount check. Na e bounce 1 year on tuai. Wakoto in your man. Why then? Why when him say bofruit na utia? And I will show me and I will cast it be. Opa mami son boy. Also count, you are part of it. Okay. And the Ghana essay. You can't somewhere you don't follow. Okay. You don't follow
Japan until the court arrives at a decision that incriminates somebody. And yet difficult to
who go law school?
Okay.
You don't follow
Japan until the court arrives.
You are part of it.
Okay.
And I'm son boy. Also cast it be. Opa mami son boy. And I will show me and I will cast it be. Opa mami son boy. Also amount check. Na e bounce 1 year on tuai. Wakoto in your man. Why then? Why when him say bofruit na utia? Why when him say bofruit na utia? And I will show me and I will. Why when him say bofruit na utia? And I will show me and I will cast it be. Opa mami son boy. Why when him say bofruit na utia? And I will show me and I will cast it be. Opa mami son boy. Also count, you are part of it. Okay. And the Ghana essay. You can't somewhere you don't follow. Okay. You don't follow.
Japan until the court arrives at a decision that incriminates somebody. And yet difficult to
who go law school? You don't follow.
Okay.
You don't follow.
Japan until the court arrives at a decision that incriminates somebody. And yet difficult to
who go law school? Oh.
All right, good evening and welcome to With Audio Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's exactly 4:14 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 8:14 in Ghana. Thank you for tuning in. We are live on radio. We are live on TV. We are live on YouTube. We're also live on Facebook. Tonight, we're streaming live from our studios in Washington, D.C. You can watch us live on Loud Silence TV, on Multi TV this evening in 22 African countries, including Ghana. We're also live on YouTube. Search for Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are live on Facebook. On Facebook, search for With Audio Respect page or Loud Silence TV page. We're also streaming live on TikTok. On TikTok, search for Kevin Taylor _WADR. We're also live on radio. You can listen to us live on radio tonight. Go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. And also, if you have an Apple device, go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. My name again is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. I am your host. I will be your host for the next 3 hours. We'll be discussing Ghana tonight. We will be talking about Otumfuo Endorses and prominent people in Ghana for years now endorsing the Free SHS being reviewed. Tonight, we'll be discussing Otumfuo's statement on Free SHS. He has actually endorsed John Mahama's style of the Free SHS. He has actually endorsed the reviewing of the Free SHS policy. And tonight, we will also be dealing with some very important stories, social media issues, stories making headlines, political stories. We will also spend some time on some stories. The President of the Republic, President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, he has made changes to the military hierarchy. Tonight, we will read the letter that came from the presidency and also give you a full list of the people or the military officers that he has reassigned to take various positions in his government. We also discuss some important stories making headlines. Doomsaw is on the paper, on the ballot, and also Galamsey is also another conversation going on. What's the government doing? Are they taking some proactive decisions? They have been in government less than 3 months. Has the government shown from these previous months that they are ready and willing to fight illegal mining or Galamsey? This platform is an anti-corruption platform. We talk about issues. Make sure we back it up with facts. If you're watching me tonight on Facebook, thank you very much for being here tonight. Also on YouTube, I'd like to say welcome to the family. And also on radio, good evening to people on radio listening to us. And also on TikTok. If you're watching me tonight, it's been a pleasure. It's a pleasure having you on Loud Silence TV tonight. Meeting here the Kevin Akobedu Taylor me and I meet Jumadi we chairman and then you bring Ghana hon some in some call Paul or call Pele. Politics kakra wu mu and Asibu amanyo some and abrabomun some any in summer here and yedi ho enkomo enyumbre. Jumadi enyumbre eye wo and Asibu waso asene ema Jumadi we ekoso if you say wa wo hwe enyumbre if you ase fa nyina no wo and waje atum say obeboa amanokre edi nkunim ede akekere Ghana enti enyumbre meda wase say what do we feed to TV so and I say radio so and I say TikTok and I Facebook made I say also what they say be akomapa edi jumade wechi and you be in komo bebre be fa Free SHS on Otumfuo said to ordinary atum I endorse and I say waje SCP say John Mahama reviewer was start here or the Free SHS no AC bibia e was say no ogitum na obo John Mahama ne NDC for abaso ye be konsem no ye be dwudwum ye be chechire magana for ehunu kure no. Also, John Mahama or the list be about bontan and as or the Indin, I would be abato bontan, military for an asra for penny for Sibio, who say if it and their corner or move to me about a my own who buy and then buying and the Ghana who you buying into or the dean for Frabituga, soldier for penny for who say or mudia or bit me a geomedi, my amashe a bambo, and a Sibia betch or my will so nim kanyano, on so at the lesson about your bedroom. I'm a Ghana phone ehu soldier for and a soldier phone penny for John Mahama and NDC for a si penny say omonium bedijuma. In some brave gupono so Galamsey in some ho doomsaw in some so ho and a year in semi call Paul or call Pele. Nina yebedjuma na dwin 2 tie me afra unia na unia so mfreni nia Kevin Taylor ne go steam omaba omo be chechire magana fo ehu no kure no. Enye be enye ehunahuna enye nkwasi akeka aha a fact ene edi ho nkomo inti sa wo hwe me nwumbre ya I would like to say thank you very much menso many aso so abaha for obiara obiara Kevin Taylor and the Ghost team we are live tonight. Good evening.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No, no answer my. I watch it. You will for Belgium. It was two Belgium. Why why round what? Why why round what? Why round what? Why Supuno? Why round what? It was for Belgium. It was two Belgium. Why why round what? 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 Every papa no, what one is them 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 what? Why round what? Why round what? I watch it. Original.
All right, thank you very much. When you add the inkramba, bloggers, Morgan and Kevin Taylor ba, more mopese, and the mucha bibi kakran munye ready na. Moi, I already say, oh, Kevin, about munya fast na. You be you be akudidi. Moi, me feeding musa and cramine. Bloggers live na me feeding musa and cramine. Kevin aba and the majambo in dompe and our bones be brew which are moving to media as sustainable platforms. No, ain't moi more change some kabi bina mucha kradia kudidi maba no problem. Me ana muni one district one factory about social media and Facebook and media in India. Me na me to me be one district one factory one burger one job. Ni na Kevin Taylor me policies ni bia. Inti bloggers na mo twan ama Kevin Taylor ka bibi na mo twa dia kodidi maba popi maba and one blogger one Kevin one blogger mo bro mo me fidi mo ache because mo mudodo no mo jimi. You don't know how to research, you don't know how to go look for facts, you don't know how to build your pages. Inti de bia no or say be another platform I make sure how to maintain your page, build credibility, how to do research and how to educate Ghanaians using your platforms. And also I will say another school I may be me sister school no Ghana me wia me famu nyina enti bloggers nkwasiafo ni bi maba one blogger Kevin Taylor no one blogger one job me and me bloggers ejuma ene sebio me feed mo abrochiri ene Ghana nyina. Good evening to Inkoto, a proud member of the Loud Silence Media team. Follow Inkoto on Facebook NKOTO 101 Inkoto 101 on Facebook, on YouTube no Inkoto 101 on sa ebekana NKOTO and Free Mind Family. Your Free Mind Family and our Free Mind Family News. You can also follow Free Mind Family and also our Facebook, on YouTube. Every single day, Biano, they are live on Loud Silence TV and also on Sa Ebekamo. Good evening to Ransford Kebuache of Radio Gold. Pampaso show no on a host. You can also follow Pampaso on Facebook, Ransford Kebuache, on also Bebwao, and what is actually happening. These are all credible platforms made directing Ghana for said that is where you have to go. These are the platforms you need to choose to listen to facts. Obi to say Prince Minka of Power FM morning show is one of the best morning shows in Ghana, and I'll urge every single person to also tune in every morning. Power FM, Prince Minka, honestly one of the best morning shows. Facts and Kwa and Odiejuma. Roland Walker too is also at Media General, honestly a very consistent morning show host. Roland Walker, over to me, Ashe Roland Walker. So TV3 every single morning. There are other platforms joining somebody like Shafiq Suleiman Shafiq and Shafiq Suleiman Mr. Article on Facebook. I search for Mr. Article Mr. IMR dot article ARTICLE Mr. Article so live Facebook and also a very credible source. Another credible platform or social media the Ghanaian Citizen TV and so another very important solid credible platform. You cannot go on social media without visiting Ghanaian Citizen TV and also another platform very very credible. You can rely on solid reliable news or Ghanaian Citizen TV and also another credible platforms. See about it means your platform is credible and people can trust what is there. I have verified all these platforms. Anything I make on my platforms, because my platform is a platform, it's also credible. Majority of the time, also Kevin Endorses wedding, I'll say ubetimi a penetrate actually what the jandam. I'm giving all these platforms my mama said they are all associated as apart from a media general for no any Power FM, which is Prince Minka show. No, it's a show I watch, morning shows. I watch Ghana. I watch, but over platforms are independently owned platforms. Ghanaian Citizen TV, one of the platforms you need to subscribe to, and Inkoto 101, NKOTO 101, Facebook, YouTube. You can also follow Inkoto. Free Mind Family, one, and Free Mind Family News, and also 2 platforms. You can follow these 2 platforms every single day. Credible, updating news. Ransford Cable at your Radio Gold, and also a very good platform. Every afternoon you can watch Pampaso Radio Gold. These are all credible platforms. I don't play with them. Mr. Article, Real Talk, Facebook, Real Talk, REALTALK, Real Talk. Follow the page on Facebook. You can also get all the facts there. So these are the credible pages on social media. No, I can tell you I have endorsed that. You can also take my word. Now, Penna woman. I Diana Ecoso Ghana mente ya nipe bi kika nsem bloggers no inti papa ni nyina na mabono papa ni bi beka ho a meka akire mo ema mahu papa na aka na eba me de beka ho inti de aka nyina ebola me de papa ni bi ba beka ho. But for now no anytime beka kire nkofo se me say no on se nkofo come nsem, and I keep telling people say me so a blogger now you be Europe or Asia or come as now US. Now you're a blogger. Now you're just say, "Oh, the minute you show me do be coffee." Especially a blogger now unye legal. On say me because for some reason I'm out for me blogging in America. Me come awesome because me need time to spend my time on people who are not legal. Inti me say me charge ya America ha. Oh, you blogger krum ha. Na no na di o the ball bra. Udenya kakran de koba. Stick to that. So I just be changing the media baba or blogging more. I will not come and sit here and fight you. I don't have time because I only deal with people who are educated, can write their name and understand what is happening. Intimino. So a blogger American I will not sit here. I will not fight anybody on my, especially America. Now we illegitimate a person or her. We illegal. Me I don't waste time on those things. So I'm sending this warning to all the bloggers in America. We already said, only me babe banter, make sure you are legitimate. So when you're legitimate, I'll come after you. I'll make sure you are taken home. And me, every state in East Coast, West Coast, I have been there. Majority of the states. It is not difficult for me. Into me, I'm trying to make it easy for you guys. Kakara mudina nantina mundin sana mofanko. Mama mofanko baby am penifo because baby am penifo no ujimina kohwa yebetiam. I am sending this message across. Out of respect and out to say ubia bedidi. Ubia so betumenya bibia tena refugee bia ho betono criminal bia wo America sebi oni nkrata nyina so yebema ne ho atono Ghana America nti yenka ubia asem it is a wunim penifo a na so wunim se ompe problem stay away and do your foolish thing. Do not bring my name. It is simple as that because me I can come to you and take you home. I don't joke around. Me timwe ding maka. I'll walk to you and I'll take you home. Me menya nkora ni bi o. Mosora na moye monkwasi adena. Then Kevin Taylor, me udi Jimmy America ha. I'll come to you. Yes, I will take it to your doorstep. And I'll make sure you will go home before I come. Intimena, besremo. So monya mu street carnival na moya, munye street carnival no. Monya mu Jimmy na mu Jimmy. Because baby you do know, we don't have time for twerps. Mo e bini tare motoa. We don't want nonsense. Into out here America, or blogger be. So what study me? I don't go after America bloggers. I don't do that because me bufua me I will make sure the Lord deals with you. It takes you home. Me that is it. Ain't me information no. Me can't na me stress. Me can't me stress. But better say Ghana we see ban obitim. Because a krum had there. I over social BBM obitima hwehwem BBM. Obo me di Kevin Taylor. You can do all my background checks. Me, when I travel, I go through a year migration. I go through all the process. Until anything you want to find about me, you can go online and you find it. I have nothing to hide. What about you? Until maintain your level. You guys should maintain your level. Muhum penny for namo penny for blessings. Munjin tum nam penny for nishramo. Namuja jimino. Yaba kroma yedim diako. All right. Now, Bamenka hello chair 1 or 2 people. Mr. P, Mr. S, stay with me, team. Because I just want to more reason to make set record way straight. More reason to make set record way straight. Me America blogger be on phone online. I will never do that. I will take the law to you. If you know you are not legitimate, you are not legal, shut up and do your thing. Never mention my name. Unim say unye legal. Only legitimate. Now, so where I say, Opesa or the Pima, try never Pima Shadia. Me, I will not sit here and do banter plus Obia Minu. I will take you home. Yes. And this is the last warning. I will take you home. Into a blogger of America. It's fine. On time, I stay in my lane. I try to avoid hungry people who are trying to make a living. I don't want to take bread from Ayedian slaves. I don't do that. Because God will not forgive me when I take bread from a slave. So I always allow slaves to be themselves. Try and build your own life. Because I don't want to come all the way down and then be mingling with slaves. If you know, so what's so boy I didn't know I already because I have time. And I can fly within New York to wherever you are, within 45 minutes I'll be there. And I'll make sure that wherever you are, wherever hole you are in, will bring you. So this is not a joke. So we're studying a line of worker. I've never bantered any blogger in America. Because we are ready, I'm ready amount. Europe before now once in a while, I'm at 2 points be a mom, we go on with you crazy. But so Bob careless will crum her. Maybe a Oma Jimiko would trim now and say, my fro kramawi, because for kramawi, kramawi, you're the cement attorney to Otumfuo. And I'm sending that message to all of you. Me, I will not sit here on my platform and fight with an American blogger. Somebody who lives in America and calls themselves a blogger. No. I'll come after you. I'll use the law to come after you. The law. Kennedy Japan ba krum ha no. Obe yusu mra no. Senka me tie minimum mra na anga Kennedy frustrate me. Into what be careless no. Dem de mra na be ye wo no. You will never be happy. And baby I won't dwene say obekọ no. You will go there. Within 24 hours. We can pay for your plane ticket. Me to your ticket. So this should be the last warning. This should be the last warning. Last warning. This platform is too huge. It is too huge for slaves to try and because say consistently when we say me for deem in territory my platform because I am up there. Me pe to making kind here. Imagine I don't have time for stray dogs. I don't deal with stray dogs. Stray dogs come with rabies. They come with a lot of filthy yari. I don't deal with stray dogs. I deal with people who know what they are doing. It's me the one in a wow America. Any blogger. Me, I don't lie about my stuff. Because we have suffered to get to this point. Into me the one in it too. When you Japan, but the one in it too. I will not spare anybody. Unya was no can any create din bi mame. Na so bomb din dia e krom ha ontena ha. Me buade pa o wo hwe me sa no. I like people. And the majority of the time when I come on a platform, I show people love, I support people. And one person so we steady me you nyame bu amenye for because I like to see slaves eat. I always like to see slaves eat. So with all due respect, and I'm doing it nice today, I am doing it nice. This goes to Ghanaians. I'm more legitimate to America. I'm more blogging. Stay in your corner. Because me my bottom, I've crossed that stage and I'm the bedroom. Me my bottom. Me ni sofu bi obe to me fool. Me ni asori penyi bi obe frame to me fool. Me ni penyi bi abe fraka and say Kevin Jai. Da me ni sa ade bi o. It is some soldier wo so a me gina wo so. And everywhere in America, because I'll pull you out. I'll pull you out. So because I will pull you out. I will pull you out. Area kete unya sabonka. Ubeko fie. Adena mon pesa mo be ko no. Mobo kelesa mo be ko. Today should be the last day. May the idea way to. Today should be the last day. Majority of more slaves now walking on the streets of America. Blogging no. It can take me less than how much? It's less than $700 to get to where you are. If I even take and there right now as I sit with you, because I'm a top ticket CCI, it's not going to be more than $1,500. I can get to where you are. So you people need to understand. Take my name out of your production. It's simple as that. Me will be a numbers. Me metina ha enka say me numbers nko bi wo and obi numbers mbra me ho. This is a free world. You can do whatever you want to do. Do not. It's simple. Okay. The next time I come here, when I mention names, they means I'm taking it to you. I'm done here. Because what we can do in this country, we can do so many things in this country. So many things. Into unya legitimate. Kuta green card kwedo mu kofi. Kuta green card. Kuta American passport kwedo mu kofi. Into maintain. I said I don't want to deal with slaves. I feel pity for slaves, so I respect slaves. Into moke come on seminar. Stay where you have to stay. All right. Now, let me say hello to one or two people. Dear Fancy Shim. Abuache, make her ease the tension small.
Yo! We are best fishermen. No, 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 no answer mine. Abuache! You will for Belgium Fat. It was better Belgium Fat. It was two Belgium Fat. Why you're yet? Why round what? Why you're yet? Why round what? Why you're yet? Why round what? Why you're yet? Super why round what? It was for Belgium Fat. It was better Belgium Fat. It was two Belgium Fat. It was new Belgium Fat. Why you're yet? Why round what? 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 Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Why round what? Why you're yet? Why round what? I want it. Original. I will move for Belgium Fat. I want Belgium Fat.
You're still watching Loud Silence TV. This show is with Audio Respect Extended Version. It's coming to you live from our studios here in Washington, D.C. Meeting at the Kevin Akobedu Taylor Obia Atnasa. Thank you very much. Exactly 4:38 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. Ghana no about 8:38. Nipa omohweme no omodoso ewo wiase. Amanfo aba, amanfo atiada. Ye jinim 42 years. Makachina Ghana for this production is not going anywhere. Me a young pa. Into me dream another 42 years and people will never come back to power. Into idea ye jinim. Into so why ready so obeba ye ready na boa ho bra. Member halfway nendwane. Ye ne ye ha na mo beto ye. Mo beto ye a montena se na montwen ye. So munye ready so mo be ne ye betena se monko. Ye ne ye ha da wo. Ye ne ye jinim 8 years from 2012 ye jinim. Your experience with Juma we mu. Ye ni baby akọ aha ne jina. Wo also ye be man bra, I will knock you out. I may hana me wo. My job is to use the truth to defend the NDC government and defend good governance. And not just say NDC government ni Jimmy, I'll sit and watch them fool. No. It means I'm not here Me can't say me pe John Mahama governance and I say Jimmy, I will not tell them. I will tell them. But I will not also allow you to use Jandam and Atro to destroy what we are all building as Ghanaians. No. Our here, we have built a firewall of truth. So one person will destroy our wall now. You need truth. A chance our wall. No. Apart from that, we are not going to allow anybody. We are not going to allow any fool. Oh, YouTube, I can see Meshach watching me tonight. Thank you very much. Also, Maybell is live on YouTube. Noah Alawiya is watching me. Prince Ofori is live here on Loud Talents TV on YouTube tonight. Also, also I can see on TikTok, right? On TikTok, I can see big slash watching me tonight on TikTok. Tunchi is also live on TikTok tonight. Also Nip is watching me. Also Nana Benin live on TikTok tonight. Mr. Something Kwesi is watching me. Also Raymond is live on TikTok. Also I can see Kwesi Big and Anas. Elfat Ahmed watching me. Rich Money is live on TikTok tonight. On YouTube, I can see Noah, Prince Ofori, and all the other guys. Thank you very much, family, for being here tonight. On YouTube, on TikTok, we have 279 people watching us. The likes are 43,100. 43K likes right now. Konkon sabe na esi wa Ghana mente ya nipa bi kika nsema me metim baby minisika minika pre me honya fe ai me my say box na benam ai ma akwa ma da atofranto ai abafranto ye tu fa kemita no time pa hwe be ma no tahwe ne nan hwe be ma bi pa hwe de waye ye gidem Otumfuo said na ona chenchen hine maba menie ai nana onana no bi agimi intende metu omfo ama bibia egina bibia gina ye abafranto ye tu upe mi ginem enya de obeka de bema ye jai de ye de be ye. It's very, very important. Ye di baby akọ. All right, okay. So konkonsa bia ni taw de amomemfa dwuma de ni hihye so. Now monko tie Afenyo Markin. Ma catch him for day one say Afenyo Markin is fooling the NPP. He is fooling the base. That is the foolish masses. Ma catch him from day one amoya Afenyo Markin me chike coming. Onshako. From day one, Omuka say Afenyo Markin embe lead these piglets, these 88 piglets in Parliament, or 87 piglets in Parliament, It has always been about himself. And on say Afenyo Markin watna MPP matche. Wa monitor MPP, wa analyze me with some mudu do Jimmy. And he's going to use you people to build his political career. When you ask a politician, say, why are we give me an answer? Na politician, at a point, on to be more direct answer, they also say there's something wrong. Now, my catcher MP before say, this guy Afenyo Markin, he has been one person we read the MP before with some way Jimmy, and he has played on you guys for a long time. You see, right now we all know that Afenyo Markin, he was not qualified to be the minority leader. In fact, he wasn't actually chosen on merit. They chose him because no more say our central region and Fantifone Jiminti Omuya Afenyo Markin and Fantifone Beto Abama MPP. So we all know say Afenyo Markin leadership, he does not have the leadership qualities, he does not have the intelligence, he does not have the skill, he does not have the managerial skills, he cannot meet people halfway, he lacks a lot of basic things that make somebody a leader. He is the type who thinks he say Sebio, the more he backs, the more he makes sense. And I've told the NPP, with Afenyo Markin leading you guys, 2028 election is a no game for the NDC. Because you see, when you get somebody like Afenyo Markin who thinks everything should be about him, Ojina Parliament and talking about share teshen kofua, you the opposition, you need to understand, say, you lack direction. You lack a leadership that actually understand what you people want. Now, Afenyo Markin call a KSM show, so a simple question. Ayebusa Afenyo Markin, listen to this pedophile defender.
We need a flag bearer be abedi. Oh, wafa. Ye pe flag bearer. Me wa parliament. Me di dominating wa parliament. And a party no e pe flag bearer. Mpenifo na ya che omudin no mabebo bi a che. Ebi e bi beba. Me dwuma ne se me ntena parliament. Na me ni nuanom 87 na e ka me ho 88 no. To help the flag bearer. Flag bearer be abedi. Oh, wafa. Ye pe flag bearer. me wɔ parliament me the dominating wɔ parliament and a party no pɛ flag bearer mpanimfoɔ no a yɛakye ɔmo din no mabɛbɔ bi akyerɛw ebi bɛba me dwuma ne sɛ mentena parliament na me ne me nuanom 87 a ɛka me ho 88 no yɛbɛyɛ dwumaden to help the flag bearer.
You see how foolish he is? He's hiding his presidential ambition. You see, flag bearer onye bi obedi. Dabi ane eno ano no. Kwasi campaign na obusa eye John Dumelo. Do you have presidential ambition? I think you want to be president. Don't you think you want to be president? Kwasi ato. And they obusa ne say flag bearer onye bi obedi. Oh, openyini. Me the SM parliament. And I'm dim preko yenim. And I'm preko ni kwako you be a leader. And a flag bearer. And a day kwasi you are explaining. What are you explaining for? It's a simple yes or no. KSM obusa unya flag bearer ni bia obedi. Wanka se unya junso obenom. Wanka se unya bokita obesua anase unya koraba obenom nsuo ano. O say unya flag bearer ni bia obedi. Oh openyini dabi. Me ye MPP ni ba flag bearer de dabi. Oh openyini say me ye minority leader flag bearer de dabi. Eni me plans mu kra. Unya flag bearer bia obedi. Oh openyini eni ye leader eni flag bearer ena me de mo minority ena me ye leadership ena me dim preko enim. Yes say sebio unya ejanaya obedi anka KS mbusa o say unya ejanaya obedi anka because oh KS dabi adentire busa say unya flag bearer obedi wutumi ma answer oyewi ohun ni say MPP fo na jimi makajo zakwa we from day one he has always wanted to be a flag bearer in the NPP. Afenyomake can never be even a minister in the NDC. He can never be a minister in the NDC. Also, the political career, ontumi a minister that. He lacks that mental fortitude to be minister. Now, say politics are very tricky. And one question about who the kind of politician Afenyomake is. It's a simple question. Unya flag bearer obedi. And simple. What would the other MPP for?
Unya flag bearer be abedi.
Oh, wafa.
Yeah, flag bearer be abedi.
Oh, wafa. Pɛ flag bearer me wɔ parliament me the dominating wɔ parliament and a party no pɛ flag bearer mpanimfoɔ no a yɛakye ɔmo din no mabɛbɔ bi akyerɛw ebi bɛba me dwuma ne sɛ mentena parliament na me ne me nuanom 87 a ɛka me ho 88 no yɛbɛyɛ dwumaden to help
unya flag bearer bia obedi. Oh ofa Jimmy. Oh Jimmy and NPP for no. We hu some dodo na Jimmy. Nti na obekoro am TikTok. Ye esi ya party no. Why na ebedi anim. We hu so mo Jimmy. He ma meka bi nkyerɛ mo. Uyi na ntwie na MPP supporter. Na ntwie ne ho onfa so che MPP supporter. Na meka kyerɛ. Because you see, they think like toilet munsuo. They just go one way. Actually was be another channel no mu nyina fa ho. Omo te say toilet munsuo. Nti that is what Afenyomake we read about the NPP. And majority of the people in the NPP no Jimmy. You see, unya flag bearer be obedi. Oh, wafa. We oh wafa be wom. Wafa dabi flag bearer dem mpe. Foolish guy, we're not to parliament. Also, one of the most intelligent person who can vet people. Obusa John Dumelo. You want to be flag bearer, right? That kind of things you do, you want to be flag bearer. And the Obusa also oh wafa. Oh dying me Afenyo. You think it's a parliament or politics is all about backing like a dog? We read it, but the person for us video we MPP for muntie me. Na mumu bi mu Jimmy dodo. Mama Afenyomake money the likes of Kennedy mo, ba omiama yusu mu ache. Oseche mensa bonsumu ba wo. Kobne Japan na no ne ba omianam Ghana Jimmy no. He is also coming to contest. Omo hu mu Jimmy, mu adwene wo form. There are small things pe and omode den, omode beat mo. My satellite munsuo mushia muninam gate mu say eche obi di prayer a direct mo. The people are playing you. Anytime catch them say Ghana for we need to keep the NDC in power for 42 years. These people are foolish. How can Afenyomake, who basically is a nobody in the MPP, all because of MPP for Dodona are not smart? And they say for South to say the former education minister na sakwano also a reverend wa wanje akwara no woni obi kura wo sa afodwo no de bia ne de paso abobodi tirimu te se de rekwaje eye de ensanso no ewo Burkina Safojo, former education minister, no say asin South to say the ending. Ono obi kura wo wanje mumusa no. Also a sofo. We mu no omo musa mu ejimi. And me, my job is to tell you, I let you the MPP supporters and followers understand. Say, party musa mu ejimi o. Until you realize, say, I was some kind of kreno. Until omo say party no, I was some kind of kreno. You will never get to where you want to get to. Mumbesa mo beji atum sama say. Mumbesa mo beji atum sama ejimi. Mumbesa mo beji atum sama adwene wo fom. Ma adwene yam say Ghana ni bia anke bia mamoa Ghana ni no etan asante. Ghana ni no etan MPP. That is the downfall of you people. You are foolish. Say next one support MPP for conversation. One support omo kwase ade omo ye ya. Two things, otan asante and also time MPP. You are foolish. Wait me. How can you get the people omo tan asante to come and support you as a political party? Because right now, Asante Nikura, sorry, na okasetia MPP ni di omo yese enya. Di omo kan se otan asante. Na otan asante a de na onyama asante nkoso. Ono so be di no akọ join ne. Omo odwin so odi mpuntu beba fiama no. So let me advise you people. The NPP as a political party, you need the impedifo mu nyansa omo dada mo. Afenyo omo dada mo. Now before I move on, I cannot forget this criminal. Your friend Williams Anefi Sapon. Kevin, me catch you say, so once I'm Jinobiswa, na more reason. In the next week or two, you will know the reason. Me say in the next week or two, you will know the reason. Tia boy with the picture to TV. So this boy is a thief. Me man just two things to do. Obianka say Kevin, I onfa document bi ambechire say boy we or your Otumfuo Kevin onfa document Matthias here. Boy no make kan chire say dey make kan me boa. So also, or a life coach, or a doctor, or a hospital, or a D&D, me man, two things to do. Until he does those two things, ne mama ne papa mom ya Otumfuo, they will all go down the drain. And this boy will go to jail. I'm saying this on authority. Williams Anefi Sapon is a thief. His father is a thief. Ne mama eye Otumfuo. Ni nuanom nyina ya Otumfuo. Sa asori na okono okumase no sofo no oho no sofo no nim bone a omudi he's in support. Bibusa boy we okachem se okọ court mumbusa se court no we nya nko kwasia. This boy said he was going to court. Ask this boy, court na boka asama ikono our him court no sa court no wa anko ana sa court ni no de bem kono say case no until he goes to court. But enokwa hia me, I will make sure he goes down because oyewi. Now, I told this boy to come do two things. Or make a check Ghana for any certification near a chest or a doctor. Certification or be proving me wrong. And two, he should come and tell the world to say he has never sat in any gold meeting and used John Mahama's picture and used John Mahama's name to tell the people in the meeting, say, Omontam Sikama no na down for John Mahama, gold board no, or then the daso. He should just come and do these two things on social media on his own page. These two things. Because this boy, Williams Anefi Sapon, or a criminal, everywhere baby treat him like a criminal. Baby boy will be a who say Obiako Riadi or Malata. When it said Obiako Riadi or Kejetia or Yeri, he has murdered 3 people. A Spintex medical clinic now also will be a clinic. I have told the man who rented that building to him to take that building from him, because that is where they murdered those 3 people. And so man, no, all the questions I'm giving that man, so I yes sir, clinic name from the building anymore. Mama Natia says he's smart, and case this start here, he will also answer questions. This boy, Oya Otumfuo, baby abe huni biya ojina obiya treating se Otumfuo. Ghana, you know how you treat criminals. This guy is a criminal. Until he comes on TV, on social media, to tell the world to say, Otumfuo Mahama, you see, what we are doing, what I am doing, I am protecting John Mahama. And maybe our trouble when say where the it goes beyond any so. It goes beyond what the eye can see. It is way beyond what you can think of. And you do not underestimate what I am doing here. So who boy we were Ghana baby are treating it to say Obi Ako Riadi or Malata market. Treating it to say Obi Ako Riadi or Kejetia. Or Otumfuo, he's a criminal. Ne papa nie, this man is also a criminal. He knows this boy's dealings. Onena a supporting the band way, Emma the banner AD in Kofua bro. He knows the business of his son. This man is a hardened criminal. Nobody should underestimate this man. Ne banner krono obo organ nyina opeso de John Mahamadin ekobo krono. This man knows about it. And until be seen there. He has refused to speak on the matter. Said Nebano, Embra Bontene, don't be country. We say the son has no connection, nothing with John Mahama. Man, we or your Otumfuo, he's a thief. Now, this is his mom. Nema Aminie, this woman is another criminal. Bueno, Eko Riakas Bano defrauding Konfwa, Mami we on the Jessica Guo. Asem sipe on the phone quick. Efre, oh, me banning yeshi. This woman is a criminal. She's a thief. She's part of the cartel. Do not underestimate this boy and the mom. I just need two things from you. Come on social media, come on TV and say, "O certification am a legitimate doctor ni." And only untina meeting biamu embo John Mahama din say or your damfo. And that untina good business bianca said John Mahama and your partner. Oh good. Just that. I need just that. I will not talk your matter again. I didn't know to me here. These are his siblings. There's another two, another one, but the honest picture about Bechemo. We are protecting John Mahama and the NDC government. I know what I'm doing. There are 15 people behind this boy's crime and I'll bring all those people out. And I want those other 15 people to understand I'm coming after all of them. They want to use John Mahama Dini NDC Abaiwe Ediyan Kwasiasem. These two young people, I'll come and show you their pictures. So this boy is a thief. Your friend Williams and Nefi Sapon. Now, Asori ane papa kono, Asori no head pastor no onye. Ewo Kumase, this is the head pastor of the church. This head pastor is part of the crime. And into the he has also not come out to tell Ghana for say, yes, Papa na yekan asa or masori. Untumin kanche Papa ne say, Uncle kanche the band say, on yes, this man, Henry Osei Owusu, on the head pastor, Asori no mokono, church of Christ, Tafo, oh Tafo, this is the man. He's part of the crime. This is the man. Papa na Asori na omokono. This is the man telling ne papa ne se mama ne because boy ni sika na oria and odi bi koma Christ Church of Christ for omo branch na wo Otafo no. This man took the money. So everybody should know say Williams and Nefi Sapon. We are not done until he comes out. Williams and Nefi Sapon until this boy comes out. Until this boy comes out to do what I am saying he should do, I will make sure he rots in jail. May say in the next week or two, you will see where I'll put this boy. Mama yanko yenim. Yansu so biya su biem. There also Baba Kasama William and Nefi Sapon. There also oya bema ono de otue dua te semia. Ono neni adina Oba Kasama William and Nefi Sapon. Oba onfa William and Nefi Sapon certificate imra. Sawoba se obeka se biamana ame adabra in the concert ajantra for pen. Monkanja ame adabra say he should publish this boy's certificate on his platform, his platform that he uses to lie. Ame adabra in the concert ajantra for pen. Monkanja say oh credible he should call this boy because he has taken a lot of money from this boy. Ame adabra he has taken so much money from this boy and posting fake things about this boy thinking they could use his platform to dupe Ghanaians. Ami Adebra should come and post this boy's certification on his page. Ami Adebra is a fraudster. He has connived with this boy. He has taken money from this boy, and he's using this boy. He's making this boy use him to lie to Ghanaians. Somebody like Ami Adebra should not be trusted in Ghana because he knows what he's doing is criminal. He keeps doing it. He has been posting things about this boy on his page. You people should ask him, why is he not posting this boy's certification? Ami Adebra is a criminal. He's a thief. Why in the concert ajantra for pen? I had the market present say. And then the Jimmy and I'm Ghana saw a blogger. krono nkwa Ekufuor do power sa nkwasiade okwa na Rebecca Ekufuor man $100 na ne kwasia or akọ church nkwasiasem. That is what they have done till this point. Right now they are irrelevant. They are working in Ghana with one boxer shorts. They are pretending say they are okay. They are not okay. Ayarefo nkwa unwo as a saman. Amayadebra kwasiampenyi, come and post this boy's certificate on your page because you are the one promoting this criminal. This boy, you and this boy, you have come together, you want to destroy John Mahama. Kwasia, come and publish his certification. Why our concert KVIP basket handle. Ena what it one and Kwasia de. What to song Kwasia some so you people have used your platform to promote criminals every single time. Ameodebra, #1 in Ghana. He uses his platform. Eche who fraudster, not the platform he promote fraudster. Eche Ameodebra who fraudster. Na yaman 100 Ghana, yaman 200 Ghana. Now on the platform no promote fraudsters. Fraudsters platform, Ameodebra's platform. Yeah, that boy, that's what he does. When I saw Bewu, he didn't mean can I say man champion fie no we no. I say Sokoto Gudali and on them Ghana kwasiato. Publish this boy's certification on your platform. You are the one promoting him. You are the one telling the world say he's not a criminal because you think you can use this boy. He can use you to destroy John Mahama. You bet you bukum kwasi adena odete Ghana no. It is simple as that. Ameodebra is not credible. Ameodebra is always promoting fraudsters. Ameodebra has no credibility linked to his name. If he says he has credibility, he should go call this guy, take this boy's certification as a doctor, and publish on his fake website. Finito. I'll be back. Now, it's exactly 9 p.m. in Ghana. With that. I name is straight. Ameodebra. Ukonse Sokoto Gudali. No na nam Ghana. So say champion fie na wiyo. Say die yo kwasiato. Onko page ma papa bi nye. And also na promote bloggers. And I wait and draws at it. And I wait and a hem nie. Oju say kwasia blog we that be didi. Time and a man for him social media so na more relevant to. Right now you are like bushmeat crowd say you better vote so oh bottom. Come and publish an AFIS certification of free. We both with that. Nankameji and Kaminjai dada. Mudidi matem and Kameji and Kaminjai. All right, moment fan wom. Now, what's on the bill today? Team, stay with me, I beg. That was the head pastor. Thank you, Mr. S. Okay. Now, simple question. You boost the MPP for say betting tax no omo pass and so man pass sticker a MPP ni or your minister before. We munyina me pesa me mamu say MPP for Jimmy omo kan okre. Do not listen to MPP. We you boost sticker a simple question about betting tax. MPP for pass and so man pass betting tax. And also ochro the in Bible.
That is, I hope you understand what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. Let's look at the betting tax, because after those claims were made that they were taking it off, then Dr. Amin Adam said, ladies and gentlemen, we never collected the betting tax that they said.
I knew this would come.
We never implemented the betting tax. So to come and tell Ghanaians that you have abolished something that was never implemented is to deceive the people of Ghana. You were at the ministry. Did you implement the betting tax?
Honestly, I went in with my boss. I mean, I sent my greetings to him this very morning. The very time that, in fact, the most pressing and compelling issues to deal with was this whole thing about meeting the indicative targets, managing the economy to meet the approvals. You know where Ghana was heading towards. So our concentration was so much oriented towards managing all these good things that we have gotten these good results. In fact, I was in charge of wealth creation. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Right.
I was not in charge of revenue generation, taxes. So some of the pieces of the information I may not have been previewed to. I want to be honest with you. I don't want to come and guess or speculate anything. But Dr. Amin honestly, you know me, I don't feel anything. If I have anything negative about him, I would say it. He's very, very hardworking. He's not somebody that you sit there and intentionally concoct stories and tell Ghanaians. Honestly speaking.
So from where you sit,
So
you are telling me you can't answer the question about whether it was implemented or not.
Whether it was not, I think GRA sent some things I had read before. If it is GRA's thing, then I'll have to relook at it again. But here, I don't, because I was in charge of, as I said, wealth creation. And wealth creation, you don't deal with revenue.
Okay.
I hope you understand.
So the facts as we know it, and our in-house research teams have also done their work on.
And what's
this
the
matter.
results?
On the day of the budget, the 11th, we had Dr. Kasilato Forson join us and make mention of the fact that about 8.
It's a simple question. MPP for the MSU Mumu Jimmy, Omamutu Mikra was saying. Ebusao said the betting tax. Did you pass it? Simple. Yebusa MPP for some simple question. Betting tax, mo pass it. Or start here or say. In fact, I went in with my boss. Did you pass betting tax? And also I'll say, oh, there were pressing issues. Did you pass betting tax? Also, the concentration was on messaging. And I said, it's a simple question. Did you pass betting tax? Oh, I was in charge of wealth creation. Wadani Susu collector. Budget, bet, wealth creation. Amin Adams is a good man. He is a boss. You know, I don't feel anything. Wadani terminator. Question back who? Jimmy. One question. He does not feel anything. Wadani terminator. One question. He's in charge of wealth creation. One question. You know something? The present issues. One question. In fact, I went in with my boss. One question. There are present. One question. MPP. One question. Because you go for Jimmy. Ghana for say, do not waste your time on these people. Because they don't respect you, the Ghanaian, watching them. Almost somewhere Jimmy to say almost supporters. They think say, you see, they can just walk, say things, they can just say anything and walk away with it. And the funny thing about this whole thing is, almost still they see Ghana for so much Jimmy. That is why today you see them doing petty politics. I do Saba and Galam say, Mahama, any NDC about power, any 4 months. And so, and don't be somebody Ghana problem in our Suomo. And Kwasiafo be Ghana so 80 years. So you ask yourself, say, are these the kind of people you want to hand Ghana over to? Because in the first place, they are not even admitting, say, they don't respect you. They are not admitting, say, you gave them power, you gave them all the opportunities to do what was right, and then they failed. They are still insisting, say, now the NPP, trauma, they are even not willing to take us out of that trauma. Why should we go back and say, we want NPP to lead us? It's a simple question. Yes, we passed it. No, we didn't. That's it. Now, to go to wealth creation, to go to your boss, to go to not feeling anything because when you don't feel anything. We don't care. If you sticker, you don't feel anything. Who cares? And that your job is wealth creation. You see, what I want to let you people understand and understand, the NPP as a political party, from the leadership to the last person, Ghana for your intelligence. They still see us say, Jimmy. They still see us say, whatever they tell us, we will absorb it. Because followers, the level of their thinking, followers is so Jimmy. Sana Ghana for Jimmy. And sometimes, ultimately, a boy bit is a bronya not radio. So then you ask yourself, say, Diana Walker. Adaya, I John Mahama, and I John Mahama, and I John Mahama. Now show giant tea upon chitty way to TV. So on to me punch show what the NPP would do differently in opposition for Ghanaians to trust that tribalistic piglet party again. They cannot even tell you. Into which John Mahama said no, and then the Bema Ghana for confidence are omni or MPP no, and then the Bema confidence and no. Oka said John Mahama ye no, and then the betcha say Ghana, Mamka be Ghana for. NPP for adaptive strategy, and let me open your eyes. Politics na make sure no. I'm going to target some very, very smart and young people in the NDC from 2012, 2016. J said they are going to use the truth and intelligence to defend the NDC and defend John Mahama's policies. And so we study NPP for the platforms now. So we study omu radio ni omu TV now. They have spotted about 4 people in the NDC. They want to force and power me because you see, when you go into the MPP, the young people in the MPP, they are filthy corrupt. Samia Uku Obienim, his involvement in Galamsey and the corruption or involved the elections and NLA. Everybody knows. Kojo Ponkruma, we know about Galamsey, his involvement, COVID-19, 1.5 billion zika about housing issues. Kojo Ponkruma is tainted. He's a criminal. We are looking at young people in the MPP. Today, you cannot even mention one. Bani Champon is now young. Who again? They don't have any young person because majority of young people, they have tainted themselves. They are criminals. Now, they cannot make any pointer. Anybody will believe Kojo Ponkruma because Ghana ni echire Jimmy and Kojo Ponkruma kasa obeti no. Ponkruma is the same person who at a point was defending Mahmoud Bawumia and Kufuor. Ponkruma. And this is the same Ponkruma sitting here telling us, say, Samia Uku and all those people left. What they are trying to do is say, there are some very young, smart NDC people. They want to force followership, stupid tribal piglets. Almost tribal followers. They want to create an idea. Be say, are corrupt. Okuja to Blakwa. Sammy Jemfi, Sam George, Obi to say Felix Ofosukwachi. These are people when the NDC were in power, Obuko opposition, NPP for try everything to tag them. So Omu smart. These are young boys. They have nothing in their head. These people cannot do anything. But Omu say as time went on, Ghana for Abe say no. Sammy Jemfi, Okuja to Blakwa. Sam George Mo and these young NDC guys, they were the ones intellectually were able to break things down for Ghanaians to understand, say, NPP no me are true for. And they were so consistent to the point. They were so consistent to the point whereby anybody who listened to them was like, yes, these guys are speaking on facts. Fact was their base. Now the NPP knows to say the NDC has a solid. The NDC has this solid. The NDC has this solid young men and women who are vibrant, who basically can defend the government with truth. Until right now, the MPP party, say, almost sorry, no pa. All that they do, they say, oh. Sami Jemfi for Sami Jemfi gold bar gold board and na yire na ma appointment omo ni bibia Sam George they so muade obi to say wine obi to say akando obi to say Ofosukwachi. They are trying everything. I'm sorry, Mr. P, Mr. S, are you good with sound? They are trying everything possible to make it look like say young for Swana Ghana for say these people are corrupt, but they are not. You see, in Tendano, omunya every opportunity. Sami Jemfi, gold board, with this sika, Ubusan says Sikano, we didn't want here, Odumi Ganjo. Gold board as we speak. Documentation behind why yet Kabuma, Ama gold board, abe accepted to be running as a government agency. We are now trying to put it together to bring gold board to Parliament for it to be accepted. Inter no bitumi tina okase gold board no Sami Jemfi na gold board ne start here no krampo no gold board no Sami Jemfi is a criminal. How can you make such an assertion? How can you make such a judgment? How can you make such a conclusion? Unless you say nipa no oni idea bia no they want to throw things into imagine say the young people who take over in the next 16 years 36 years of the NDC they want to start tainting them because you see there is nothing that you can take away from these people. They are good in their communication. They have been resolute. They have been consistent. They have been factual. It's right now almost strategy and say any young boys know where Jimmy just said Nana B. Who will listen to Nana B? Who will listen to Kojo Ponkruma? Who will listen to Samia Uku? Who will listen to these fools? But you see, because their party does not have any future, because their party does not have anything to bring and say, wait here, they want to taint the NDC young ones who have used credibility, consistency, and facts to get to this point. Because these were the same young people, so babies with sharp teeth. Now, consistently, they have proven themselves to say, it wasn't just the name they were trying to impose on them, but naturally they are good, they are intelligent. And we can go back and check the track record of Sam George. We can check the track record of Sami Jemfi, the track record of Osukwache, the track record of these young people. Some Okudjata Blackwamo. You can see that the NPP, they don't know what to do. Into right now, no, Omunya platform, Sami Jemfi a crowd for. They want to create an impression. But the boy, Sami Jemfi there, the NPP for you to Boma, it's a fact. Now, what they want to do is, they want to create that thing from 2014. Oh, babies will shut it without any reason. Now, I'm going to tag be tearing but it's not going to work. Because you see, the honesty in these people and the consistency. Now, where the NPP, young people in the NPP, and where the young people in the NDC, now share the intelligence. You could see, say, the NPP, they lack the young people leading the party. NPP, one a young person, abranye. NPP mu, one a young go nimnyansa or kasa Ghana biti, abronye. Why Nanabi? Why Samia Wuku? Why Kojo Ponkruma? Why the NPP more younger or kasa Ghana for because we do nimnyansa? Why the NPP more? Obet Makasa, where the minimnyansa inti Mr. P, Mr. S. Some people are distracting the system. Do we have good sound? Yes. What is this bullshit of? If anybody comes here and say check your sound, just delete them from the system. They need to check their system. Don't distract the show. If your sound is not good, check your system. Because my technicians are telling me we have good sound. So if you cannot hear us and you have a problem with your sound, check it. If you cannot, please shut down and just leave the platform. We beg you. Now, so when you check the NPP, there are no young people on which I rely almost so. I can say, you know something? These are the young people we can rely on. Omankasa communicators in the company, when they are speaking, they cannot quote young people. And I said the young guys in the NPP and say, where there we can rely on his statement. They don't have it. Into the strategy now is that Yanko say Sami Jemfi, Yanko say Okudjata Blackwell, Yanko say Sam George, Yanko say Basintelli, Yanko say John Dumelu, Yanko catches Nkofoso Omuye criminals. It does not work like that. This is the new era where people need evidence to prove say Obi a Kromfo. Because from 2017 to 2024, no, we were able to prove with evidence to say Samia Wuku yevi. We were able to prove with evidence say Kojo Ponkruma yevi. Nanabi ye Kromfo. We were able to prove say the other guys in the MPP no omu yevi for. So if you want Ghanaians to believe say what's Sami Jemfi yevi, say Okudjata Blackwell yevi, where yevi, you need to prove. It's not just by saying, because that name tag it does not work again. Politics in Ghana has changed. Politics in Ghana now, it has changed. It is not about hearsay. It is not about creating name tag. It is not about creating an impression. Impression does not work again because there is fact checking to check the system. In 2016-17, you got that impression thing right because there was nothing to check the system. Say the Nipane Kano, factual and answer obwa, and anything you got away with it. But now, you guys are not going to get away with that. Nobody's going to get away with it. So I say, show me documentation that proves so oyevi. But and yet to say appointed to say abroad yet radio say Sami Jemfi oh see a good board no also ko hu ne yere kwasia near JD and on the budget. No. You have to be factual. You have to show me evidence. You need to let people know by having the facts. That strategy at MPP for so playing is not going to work. Internal power radios. We have about 6 people who monitor all the local radios in Ghana every morning. Yeah, that's our job. I have 6 people on standby. We pay them. Their job every morning is to tune to every single local radio stations. You're about 16 on our radar. We listen to all the radio stations and we look out for all the jandam. And you see, that is something that we have been monitoring. So when we were having meeting this afternoon, my team was like, boss, this is what is happening. This is what is going on. They are trying to force something in the system we need to kill. And so when stadium communication, that is how their communication is going. Oh, yamfa eye krono to Sami Jemfi so. Yamfa krono to Sam George so. Yamfa krono ento eye Okudjata Blackwell so. Yamfa krono to eye de Ovosukwache so. Send ye be beka enka because yebema Ghana for them with some way Jimmy. Some person de krono to obi so a monfa evidence e kire say we wabokro no, but enye here say enye bosrimuka. We are not going to allow bosrimuka in Ghana politics again. We are not going to allow some fools to think say they can sit in their kitchen. They can sit in some stupid kitchen and do what and decide for Ghanaians. It's not going to work because I'm sorry, team. Team, stay with me. They can sit in some kitchen and create something. No, we need the facts. We need to make sure say, oh, customer, you cannot just come and sit and say, where you come for until say will be provided with the necessary documentations and evidence. It is Ghana for you should not waste your time on MPP communicators. So people jina we dim say I na sami jemfi yes gold board yes so budan say evidence when dey na kire menya aboa o menya kwasea. Show me the evidence to prove said your canon. It you guys listen. Yene yawa to diffuse these nonsense. They cannot tag anybody with corruption. You want to accuse somebody of corruption, you need to bring evidence and facts to support it. But to just sit on TV to say, oh, you know something? Oh, there's a problem, and that way yes, so I corrupt near Fedi and we want people to know. Now I want to send this message to the President of the Republic of Ghana. Mr. S, send me the picture of the FDA boss. Mr. President, you need to fire this lady. Why is she still at post? Mr. President. Mr. President, why is the FDA woman still at post? I'm asking the Jubilee House. Why is the FDA boss? Why is she at post? That woman needs to be fired. We need people who are ready to work with your government. We don't need saboteurs. We don't need people who basically were doing stupid business with the Kufuor government. Sabotaging businesses in Ghana. This woman deliberately decided to destroy companies. Because when she feels she has personal issues with you, when she feels she has issues with you, she finds ways to destroy your company. And we are not going to allow that again. So I'm asking the Jubilee House, why is the FDA boss still at post? Mr. President, the Jubilee House, I am asking a simple question. I'll be right back after this short break.
Yo! We are best fishermen. No answer mine. I'm watching. It was for Belgium Fan. It was a tia Belgium Fan. It was two Belgium Fan. Why you're yet? Why round what? Why you're yet? Why round what? Why you're yet? Why round what? Why you're yet? Super why round what? It was for Belgium Fan. It was a tia Belgium Fan. It was two Belgium Fan. It was the Belgium Fan. Why you're yell? Why round what? 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 Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Why round what? Why you're yell? Why round what? I want it.
All right, thank you very much, team. Thank you for staying. So I was talking about this lady. The question here is, why is this lady still at post? It's a simple question I'm asking the Jubilee House. Why is she still at post? This woman needs to be fired. You need to get people who believe in the NDC policies and the NDC ideology. This woman has never been somebody, the NDC, or she has never been somebody who believed in anything of the NDC. She is going to be there to destroy the government ideas and plans for the FDA. Now, the number of illicit drugs are abakromha. Today, you saw red issues. Tramadol. This woman has been at FDA What now all these years, she allowed MPP surrogates to bring all these drugs into the system. Now, when you go to the north, the amount of these illegal drugs in the system, because you see, Obibekas and the FDA and check it, the importation or the port drugs there, Bano. If the FDA is basically liaising, if the FDA is willing to make sure that all these illegal drugs in the system are taken out, the FDA will do its best by working with the security agencies that have been given that job to do to make sure, say, all those medicines or drugs are out of the system. Now, what the FDA over the years, Oma say, they have decided, they deliberately ignored people bringing in illicit drugs into the system, selling them in open markets, and they basically decided to ignore the system for them to run the system down. Now, when there's a change in government, and the government tells us to say, okay, they want to reset. They want to reset the system. If you are resetting the system, then everything that was there before that was making the system not to work properly, that thing that was there needs to be changed. That is what I'm saying, say. We are talking about the FDA boss who oversaw, say, more social rice, expired rice was served to young kids in our senior high schools. This woman, even cry or chase say the emwa ba emona expire ediama enkwara sebi omudie uno. This woman still defended the criminals who brought the rice in here. So why is this woman still at the FDA? The boyfriend be government mwana. You people need to tell us why she's still at FDA. Because if we are resetting, then we need to reset all these vital, very sensitive institutions. We are talking about FDA that is supposed to take care of idea your consumer organ, make sure they are wholesome. This is the FDA that has allowed poisoned rice to come into the system to even kill young people in our senior high schools. So why is she still at post? She's now going around bragging that nobody can touch her and that she's still going to be the FDA boss. Mami way, your friend Mini Deng, what's her name? Her name is Mimi Daku. This woman should be fired this week. You need to change this woman, Mr. President. You need to sack this woman. This woman is not supposed to be at FDA. Pamono, what you are doing? And kwasi asema ekoso Ghana ye nwana emu ane de man kwara omudi omu ma me we na sanction emu ni nyina momudi wuye. The ones who crumple publicize ya ohu ya or chi omo or later be catch say problem bi anim. Mo pam ma me we free anya sam ne ye ne mo nya fine wo. Mo ni ngie hu. This woman needs to go. You are not supposed to play politics with this. And this goes to the Jubilee House. Whoever is in the Jubilee House, this FDA boss needs to be fired. Why is she still there? Is she somebody nobody can touch? Who is she? Ejuma FDA boss is abeye or Ghana hano. Mami we ejuma pa be no abeye. Ekufu ado ne nkwasiafo ekwata mami we be see FDA. Enkwasiade nkwa or suppress local businesses. The idea ni nyina say woba na waso wambu nkotodo wenanima, this woman will find a way to destroy your business. Inti, with all due respect, Mr. President, this woman needs to be fired. Sack this woman. She cannot still occupy the FDA office. You still have people who are legitimately qualified. There are so many people in this country. There are so many people in the NDC who can occupy that position. This woman needs to be sacked. And Yampesi Yebufu any Jubilee House. These are the people who mess the system up and they have to be taken care of. They need to be sacked. So, Mr. President, the FDA boss needs to be sacked and it has to be this week. The same applies to this woman. The same applies to this woman. The CID boss, she needs to go. And you see, this is a message I'm sending to the new IGP. Mr. IGP. Mr. IGP. Mr. IGP. Mami we wan pamona, you can never succeed. Me say, if you don't sack this MPP women's organizer, you will never succeed as the IGP. Oh, when Mgwasia Dampare Abejia, today we are all saying, say, he deserved to be kicked out, no? One shot, and Mgwasia beto you the new IGP, no? So one pama me where and Mgwasia beto no be change Dampare there. The last time I explained to Ghanaians Say, you, the IGP, you have the right to sack the CID boss. You have the right to do serious reshuffling at the police headquarters. These are the people who made sure, say, Ekufuado, Bawomiamo, they murdered Ghanaians and covered it up. This woman has been there. She has not touched any criminal case that goes against the NPP. And she's not willing to do that. In fact, don't just look at this woman. Go to the cybersecurity department. And I'm saying go and ask DSP Sadiq. They need to do their job. And this woman too needs to be sacked. The corruption and the negligence and people feeling so entitled in our Ghana Police Service, it needs to stop. Mr. IGP, that nonsense of people thinking they are entitled to some office. We are going to show text messages, pictures, conversations of police officers who think they are so entitled and that some positions are just theirs and that nobody can question their work ethics. This woman has never been there to work for Ghanaians. This woman has always been there to work for herself and the MPP. So if IGP, you are going to succeed, this is my humble advice. This is my humble advice. Sack the CID boss this week. Because Samami Weda was CID officer, you will never get any case done. And what is going to happen is people like us, we are going to blame you, the IGP, because you, at the end of the day, you are the head of the police department, the police office, the police service. So if you want your work to be praised, if you want us to believe in you, not to sit back and criticize you, your first thing to do is to reshuffle, is to make sure this woman who is the CID boss is sacked in the first place. Mami way, I don't know CID boss. In Penabia no Chinton CID boss. She was not qualified for this job. This woman, because of her dating KK Sapon, SK Sapon, that is why she got this job. The police service, they all know that this woman is not qualified to be here. It's the IGP, with all due respect, say, you have been in this service for a long time. You saw the way police officers in the history of the Republic, Ebin Sida, were jubilating because IGP Dampare was sacked. If you don't take care, Omo the boss is befa krum when you are sacked. I am guiding you and I'm helping you to understand to say, there are people at the police officer, they are not there to help you. And if you allow me, I can personally call you and tell you how this woman and some people at the police office have decided that because they are working for the MPP, there are even criminal cases. They have to make sure those cases are solved. They don't want to do it because it is the NPP. And I can give you facts. This woman is bad news for Ghana Police Service. This woman, she is bad news for Ghana Police Service. And the IGP needs to make sure, because the NDC needs to understand. Samami IGP and Pamona, mu ora adwuma a waste. I am telling you. Because when it comes to criminal cases, when it comes to going after criminals, this is the woman who has to sign for every criminal case to be open for the police to take action. This woman has refused to sign any criminal case involving the NPP. It means to say the NDC government idea of fighting corruption, going after criminals, the police CID is there blocking we Ghanaians when we want to go after criminals. Into the IGP, remember, you cannot solve or fight corruption with this woman sitting at the CID office. Never. And you have been in office over 24 hours. If this woman is still there, then you don't know what you are doing. You are wasting your time. Then we would know, say, you also came there to come and do the Dampare acting, because Dampare was basically a movie actor. Dampare kwani be the IGP, the photographer winning photographer of the year. Dampare is a paparazzi IGP. He goes out there and let people feel, say, oh, Jesus Christ, or Bethia, he's the devil. I don't see anything wrong with an IGP being sacked. Dampare onye Yesu Christo. He has his own flaws. And the Dampare and a soldier police for the armed robbers, you both soldier police for to be seen there. You nipo police for Dampare has committed a lot of crimes. And those people sitting there making it look like Dampare in your bonnet, the police service, they know the damage Dampare has committed. Into you people should not sit there and make it look like, say, this is a joke. This woman needs to leave this week. You need to sack her. Because so one sack mami we are. Your IGP will be waste of time. Me, I am telling you. So one sake mami we ya. Your IGP will be waste of time. There is nothing you can do. You will just be sitting there as a ceremonial IGP. Because this woman and her group, they will sabotage you. They will sabotage you. They will make sure no investigation, no criminal investigations. Because my woman also signed that. So this woman will pick a phone and call Nanabi and tell Nanabi, say, a criminal case has been brought from the Attorney General's office that you have to be picked up. Nanabi will make sure documentation baby out in the cast now she said, this woman is a snitch. That is what she does in the police service. And I can give you raw evidence, Mr. IGP. If I call you tomorrow, I can call you and give you raw evidence of some of the DSPs. And this one conniving to make suppressed. I can give you evidence. This is not a joke, and I'm not joking about this. I don't want to come too hard on you. I don't want to expose your office too much. I don't want Ghanaians to think, say, Oba office krano, ontinasi, and I'm coming after you. I don't want to do that. I want you to do the right thing. So this week, this woman, the CID boss, she needs to be sacked. And the IGP, you have the power to do that. All right. Now, I'm doing some work at Cockdam, Achimota. I'm doing some work there. And that work will be able to this week. This week, there will be some crazy job at no Cockdam, baby a hotel, on opposite the hotel. We are doing some crazy job there. There are some boys I am going to put on my screen. And those boys will never have that peace in Ghana because they are criminals. They cannot walk out of their houses. This week, I'll be doing some job with our Cockdam, Achimota Cockdam, where the hotel is opposite. There's a building there. This week, I'll be placing some pictures on my screen. And on my screen, remember Ghana phone, every single face I'll put on, I'll let Ghanaians know that Nipa bia ubehuni sabiano or enemy of the state, and they don't have to be walking on the streets of Ghana. Because I am going to show you hardened criminals. Omo ebusia, omo parents, omo ma, any bonia omudi. Cockdam. I already have the names, I have the pictures, and I have everybody involved in that criminality. And what is coming is big. And you see me, when I say I'm going to hit, I hit where it hurts. Debi I'm catching Ghana for. When I say I'm going to hit, I always hit where it hurts. Man, I don't jab. Debi I'm kind of show so. When you see me quiet, then I want to hit because I want to hit you where it will hurt you. This week, by the end of this week, I'm going to enter Cockdam. That Cockdam area or opposite the hotel. I'm going to do some crazy stuff. A man for my man beka. A man for papa beka. A man for omo girlfriends no mo yere no beka. Because Sanko for no, they have decided to destroy this nation, and I'm not going to allow that. In the Cockdam, Achimota, hotel no opposite, there's a building there. Every single person will I have a record of you. And I'm going to make sure on the street of Ghana, a bed din some over 90 street in the so. Me say, the boss of Toronto, he said, you say, hey, what do you want? I know I will show Ghanaians something. Intimidating kind I set a record in the street. I don't jab. I hit. And when I hit, I make sure it hits. All right. Now, I'm going to put names, phone numbers, parents of people. See, sometimes Kevin, Nanipa way, so on a Nani parents there. The reason why I do that, and I say, Oma wo phone in anim the omoye. Oma wo phone in anim. Say Omo mano bokrono. Omo mano den deliberately. Omo person omo misinform Ghana for. Omo mano person ade kitu ebi na omo ko hu no. Omo dada Ghana for. Inti debiano ye de omo parent ni bem. Say na be parent ni bem say aha. Me ba ni dwuma o dinie. Say na be parent na omo enjoy from that crime na omo ba ne commit no. Ghana for will see them. Inti right now there me my bottom na me ba wo. Everybody will feature on my show. Into a Operation Cockdam. Operation Cockdam. And me, I can show you 6-month chats of the AC UK. What some people are doing there. Into what I am going to do, no, some people will run from Ghana. Some young men will run, young women will run. And they will run from the streets of Ghana. Ghana streets, so they cannot come out. They will run from Ghana. Benin Benin. Now, let's take care of this. This story is another story. It's making a lot of headlines. And it's about Dumso. Sometimes, Obi Shemi. Sometimes it was Obi Show. No, Kevin Taylor, Kadumso Wasem, Kevin on Kadumso Wasem, Mahama by the Dumso, Abu Torua, Menka Dumso, Dumso Beno. Dumso a free. Dumso ho. Because them said the any more Ghana and say light ni dumne bar, a dum CSC. And now, Ashanti region, minister under pressure as Kumasi residents demand answers over unannounced power outages. Yasi Kumasi phone bi. Enyo mu nyina because sebio enye Kumasifo nyina na sebio omudi nkwasi asem ebi di nkwasi asem ebi ndi nkwasi asem yase Kumasifo ni bibu ofu adan a omo se adan na kanea no eso na edum eye dum siesie enti omo nte ase omo besom ka che minister ne se omo kanea ni ngina so aboa twe enti ente ase enti Kumasifo ni bi eyi omo nufu ye hu enufu no ye bese ye hu manufu no ya bese de da mo nantem no muyi ya bese mo wrom dross no na mo fa krom na mo magana fo hu se mo ni abre mo mu bi na na do dan kwaku for the MPP atena power 8 years anytime bedum kane bia adwuma sei nkofo adwuma gu na mo tena radio so any TV so ese eyedum siesie. I am not going to justify doom so, never. And since this government came into power, it has never said say it is not going to solve Ghana's problems. Now, Momianko tie eye John Jenapo ono eneye the Minister of Energy. Momiantie asama waka afa asem we hu.
Because the demand and growth for electricity has been increasing, the power supply situation in the Kumasi enclave has been very erratic for several months now. So with the completion of this transformer, we would see a remarkable improvement as far as power delivery is concerned. It is true that the power system we inherited is very fragile and quite weak. Indeed, the records would testify that throughout last year, every month there was load shedding. In fact, as of December, load shedding went as much as 750 megawatts. And so there's a lot of work that ought to be done to stabilize the situation. I'm happy to announce that so far the supply situation has been stable and we are able to export some excess amount of power. But there's still more work to be done. Beyond generating the power, you have to evacuate it, you have to transmit it, and you have to distribute it. And so we are working around the clock to ensure that we address this challenge and ultimately ensure that we have very, very reliable supply and delivery of power. Let me commend Gridco for completing this transformer. It's going to play a very, very significant role as far as power delivery is concerned. What we witnessed over the past 2 days has to do with the fact that when you are switching from one transformer to the other, you will have some few challenges. And so let me assure the people of Kumasi that that problem has been resolved. And we look forward to a very, very improved delivery of power. Once again, let me thank the regional minister. Let me thank the VRA chief executive. Let me thank the ECG chief executive. And let me thank the Gridco chief executive for accompanying us and working around the clock to address the challenges. It will not end in Kumasi. We are looking at the entire nation. Wherever these challenges continue to persist, we are determined to address them. But in the long run, we want to see improved delivery of gas so that as we commission these plants, we can have a remarkable improvement in gas delivery. Kumasi would eventually become a generation hub because we are looking at the Ameri plants here, we are looking at the Senate plants here, and we are looking at the AXA plants here. If you put all that together, you could be hitting close to about 700 megawatts of power delivery from within Kumasi. And that is very, very monumental. And so let me thank all the engineers and thank you, the media in particular, for spending the whole day with us. We'll keep monitoring the situation. Challenges are sometimes bound to happen. But as minister, our duty is that when we have the challenges, we swiftly move in to improve that. And I learned something very important from the regional minister, is that the Kumasi area here, you must improve your communication. If you are going to switch from one transformer to the other, naturally, you are going to have some challenges. It's important that you pre-inform consumers and customers so that when that happens, there wouldn't be any panic. They will know that it's a temporal issue and that will be resolved in the shortest possible time. Particularly ECG, when you are going to do your routine or what you call regular maintenance, you know in advance that some areas will go off. It's only proper that you inform affected customers so that they can plan.
John Jinapo on the share Ghana Inyamunkania any senior Yakania Bejinaso energy minister no. Ebia de kan brofo ene ntina ma menuanom asantifo bi sebio one ebia na deliberate anase omoni da ho ena mpeso butwa ntro anase ebia dodo no brofo no kan no na omonte ase ntina still ebi mu kasa ene ntina platform we ho ye kan brofo say ani abadwudwam na Ghana fo a se ne menuanom asantifo no dodo na ebia school 70 ama brofo sem akwa ahwe kakra no yetumi dwudwam ma obi ate ne ho ase anase bia munim no kore no ena mumu bi no ma adwene se mo besa mu tumfuturo gu Ghana fo edinti mu kem te se sebio eko efri se mo gyen se eno na demo MPP no beba power brofo na abrantia ohwe Inyamunkania so ene Ghana energy so yi o se imretie mu yenyina yehu se ne Ghana kanea nsam akwa atwe bosu be ye edu ekwa ekire ni yenyina yenim se ne kanea no eduma esagina so yenyina ya ne MPP atena besu nkenpempenso ehu sene ya ne edum kanea de ACCC ya wasantimemu akanea no kwa na asaba no NDC aban aba behu se sese nipa ne doso wasantimemu ye wo se nkrane sebio ye ntu kwan saa ene egum ena ye wo ena de bia ye bie store na NDC aban ehu se MPP aban betena so mfie wotwe no Ameria NDC kotoba ye no ye tambesi asantimemu no na pokwasi ampeyi ne MPP fo no ebu asantifo edaada omo ka kire mo se eye American de besu asantimemu akania endum da enso no mo daada omo o se NDC aban omo beduru no mahu se asantimantemu dwadie koso pa na sebio omo nya party fon enya nkwasiafo party nti omo emeki sure se transformers a ede Inyamunkania eba asantimemu no omo pese omo hyemu kena nti me no ka sei transformer poly miensa ena omo kesi ani se ne be ya enkanea sema e wa asantimemu ne be gina ne na so nti sende wo se kanea no abodeni anasa edumra sa kwa ba enye deliberate anasa enye boniaye wo kan sen enye se omo ni da ho na omo ye de omo ye no na mmom eye dum siesie eye kanea na ye tena ho mfie wotwe a na MPP fo nim se kanea na sei omo sei kanea asem no omo anka no kura nkyeremu nti no omo de omo ka no kura kyeremu eye kanea asem a MPP ese no ende omo ba omo tutu nyoma na eye minister ka so omo aban ne de enya aban a aba se eba beba obi sobo abeka se na obi te so ena na obi ye sei omo se omo aban no edwuma a so mo di ni se so mo bo ama Ghana eje ne nto ejina bebi ye eba kanea nsem ena Inyamunkania nsem a nti eye NDC aban no eye transformers akese biensa wa santimemu sene ebe ya Otumfuo se tutu da anadwo a fan no ne air condition ebo a enfifre nti no nti eye minister ne kasa no say ebia eye kasa ECG omo asantimantemu omo kasa sem ana communication sebia ensisu ye eni tinema sebio menuanom asantifo ni bia sebio ebia brofo sam ho edin mamo anase mumu bi na moni da ho a mo mpese mo beka no kro no mo pese mo dane asem no ECG na also mo ni asantifo ni bi edi nkomo ye mo hu se kanea ye dum ni enye bo apayo na emom kanea ye hye mo kena transformers ye sade bia beka ho a ye hwe no ebema Inyamunkania asem ewo asantimemu no ejina ne naso pampen enti minister kasa no osama ECG fo no mo Ashanti region se edu de mokasemu ne mo ne asantifo kasa momo mu hu ne wano Munjuje munchire omo. Sebio enye brofo no nkwana mdekọ abontan ma kasem na wie. Munjuje mo so Ghana kasem. Se ne be ya obi abeti asie se kanea na yedum no enye dum so. Na emom yedum no esiesie. Se ne be ya santeman kanea asem ebegina ne na so. Enti eye minister na kasa no osaka se neni age se NDC aban we akofa transformers akese miensa ye be hye ne nyina Otumfuo asase so a sebio ye ne ye ya asantefo MPP de twa efuruma ye de oye hwe nye yefo no sa inkusie na omo se omo pe eye de party chain impuntio no NDC se omo de transformer ne begina asantememu na eye nkane asem no egina ne na so. Now won sibia eye abrante eye John Jenapo enya abotre Asian Centrofo, Ejuja and Semu, Ahobrasiemu, Edi Obuo Emma Santiman, Edi Obuo Emma Otumfuo, Echere Ghana for say, even though a Santiman to Abakasima NDC sa, a fee no yesa, and Chrese, Sa Santiman, Sebio, Kanyan Sam, and Enyum Kanyan Sam, Etotum Pansaya, or say Sebio, Obuo Monimtia, or say or the Enidie any Obuo Emma Asantifonia Santiman, into Tienicasema, or the Obuo Emma Santifo, or the Obuo Emma Omutuo, and Editianica. Or the ebuo ema Otumfuo into tie minister ne kasema na de keke if you say ebuo also the man santini bia no or the amano time na ye ne ankase de hye na po eteso ye minister oba santimemu busa ne say ne yakane na ye dundum no ema asafofo de omomoton enam omonam essay tailor for machine essay omomo printing to my essay no na po a ya santini ye Otumfuo ne na also ye de hye no yani asantefo busa na po se na po wona oye minister e wa santimemu adenti na e ka ne nyina so obeduru eye parliament no we ena na po e ka kire Ghana fo.
I'm not sure I'm here to talk about doing so as you want to drag me into it. But I told you that when I got to the ministry, we've gone past the era where we had 72 to 96 days of lights out and 6 hours of light on. We are in the era of Doomsday, which is profoundly different from Doomso. Doomso, as inflicted on Ghanaians, has only happened as characterized His Excellency John Dramani Mahama's governance. He is the only president on record that for 4 years that he reigned, for 4 years that he ruled, for 4 years that he governed, there was doom. If the non-partisan colleague says that now it's worse, then I don't know where his relatives lie. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, this year na po Jimmy for no yebusa ne say kanya na edundum no on kire kwa obefa so agina so asantefo do monte brofo mo Jimmy abankran ya shep up and down inti eno no yenka brofo asantefo nte eche Kevin Taylor ya amudi na tem so yakwase ampanyi bayi ono na sa betena adwudwam brofo amutie mo amoso ame mo amoso asentre so bantema fo dodo no monte ase na pokwase ampanyi wei time na mu kem ka che ne se wona wo hwe nyinum nkania so wona wo hwe Ghana de nkania sam so ne kania no ese ye ndwuma no kotena nkan ka kire mu se momfam kwase anko edum sie and the John Abujinapo otumi ba santimemu ene de insemtrofo be hia e ka kire mu se de omo ye de ama kania na gina ne naso ni umpe we na apeka ya motiom ya ka kire mu se MPP fo ebu asantefo se mogimi MPP fo hu asantefo so munim nyansa MPP no because MPP no asantefo ni bia kire se ye de yentumi ntue yensono e de asawa mehyemuti MPP di bu asantefo se emumu bi mu agimi won de NDC ni no waye waba abamo naso menemu ka se wamba mo naso kekewu waba e de ahombrase e sa kire mu se upon the esi nyina no omo sa hye kanea ni mu kena e wa Ashanti region omo de transformers miensa e na ebe peso yani ankase de shofi menhia na po na hwene se Egyptian cattle okotena nkran na oka brofo kire ye se ye nkyerechire mu asantememu na po tena nkran ena na oka brofo kire ye yaso ye nte brofo intebede de na po kan yate ase enti ohwe de MDC 4 ye ene se ne omototo nyama omumblemu obia omawu se MPP 4 we omo ye nkwasiafo no moma ye njai NDC 4 no munye adwuma no everisa mi hu aban a wabedi Ghana so a sa aban ne mblemu the other government that NDC for aban we nkwa menti se omo blemu NPP for da debia wote se NDC for kasa ye be solve You better work it out. We will make sure. When you abaya we here, abaya papa nie, enyen nwan, enyen preko ma, enyen kwasiafo mu feel entitled. Amadwiri omo say Ghana no, say anya omo a Ghana nenhye. Enyen kwasiafo bi e de £700 keke. Eda da omo nyina adwene. Wei eye oman na ye chichire, enye busua ana enton ebi na ye den, ye kesi eni. Enti de eye minister ne kae no, de eye John Abugina pokaye no, Oya santini na wa santimente mu a ma wokoma emra fom who say NDC aban ne ba say omo be solve Ghana problem. Party way ana aban way enye selective. Sebio anko say aban way say sebio dum so kra ba anko so omo voter region edi nkan ne omo kasa. Nanso dia no omo ye omo make sure say Ghana ni bia o Ghana be bia no ye solve problem. Sa na party tie, sa na aban papa tie. Nkwasiafo aban de bi omadwene se nipakuo bi atoma omo nko na wo se omo boa omo enu ntina nkwasiafo aban MPP omo opposition no enu ntina nkwasiafo aban MPP omo opposition no because MPP ne dwene se nipakuo bi kitua bi nko na hia o Ghana ende me no ka say MPP for da ho kasa se nka asantefo to maya asantefo nko aba entumi fa MPP mba power ene na kire se sa party we omo agimi omo mbu asantefo. Now, Mamma Juja Bibi Munchro. One was some way. MPP for her and the parliament. She problem a year come Ghana. And the apim form was antimemu at the form. Apim for almost slim at the form. And Quaranya baby and na. School for almost free SHS. A buying air pay baby momada. Air paid and the pamomodi. She Ghana budget a buying bekanye. And the health. Yapomu ding. Aban I and I use obesi hospitals. Ashamukina, Shankwasiade bia NPP for parliament or more general. Afenyo Markin proposes MP's hospital and a new parliamentary chamber, and Ayarga opposes. Afenyo Markin MPP for no parliament in there. Bra ayeswami for bre and fun who. Bra bekwai for ebra omuni hospital omuni ejuma omunchara omukwan nyina sei eyeso amefo ejuma nyina egu afenyo makene MPP asante for MPs no bono enfom hu MPP for more parliament 88 pigs no mo say omo priority pa ne say anka John Mahama ban njai de oye nyina na ombesi hospital ma omo MPs no parliament afenyo makene MPP for omo say omo priority no de egos organ nyina enfom hu Yesika sema ye managina na naso nipa omuni adwuma aban we epese okreti adwuma ma omo sene be ye hyehyɛ ye kwan ye hyehyɛ ye schools ye pese ye more factories 24-hour economy Women's National Bank apprenticeship program farmer service center saa nyoma we nyina aban toto no the 88 pigs no more parliament no mo said dabi omo de ye fa Ghana sika ni mesi hospital mo mo ewo hefa ewo parliament and NDC for said never cause we are hospital guo in Jaima we from MPP. Omo betena so 8 years. Afenyo Markin oseche mensa bosu Kennedy Japan bawomia ene nkwasiafo maka they could not even open a sewia ema nurse ni MPP ni asantini ba ankomanko yedwuma 8 years. Afari for 8 years nkwasiafo we betena aban mu edi ajantrafo mu Kumasi ne nkran nyina akọ eyie bia omo ntime mbie Afari hospital ema asantini ba entumanko nursing school entumanko nyedwuma wom. Nkwasiafo we opposition a omo say yensanje asantefo eto omoto a o se ye de kwan ye de bia ndwuma ye de schools ye de ma Ghana ejina ne naso no afenyo makene MPP for ene o parliament omo say yentam sika ne famra parliament ye mesi hospital parliament sene be ya omo wa Accra no monya hospital akọ we momo ye moa e kire we Jimmy for na obedi MPP echi on Ghana ye problems on bra ye bre as a nation. Afenyo makene MPP for say yentam Ghana sika pudo ne embassy hospital or parliament. Madam Patricia J we just antifo de go we just the constituency go why the timu dwene e na ode ntoma hye na nufu ase na odi kwase ampanyi we chi say yenkosi hospital e wo parliament na ono Madam J na wenya menopause no odu nkran a onfa nkɔhwɛ no ho na Madam J ni constituency na omo bɛkɔ sewua ene Afari no ohu omo so omo yenkwasiafo e na abrewa doko we sisi ne si ase na obetena nkran osoro na odi nkuto afore nufu ho tete parliament na stupid boy waiting anim. And the Ghana priority no for MPP ne say yambra parliament near Messi hospital ho na yenjai se we ano Emma Otumfuo, ne enja konfano chidima Otumfuo, ne enja afarenima Otumfuo, na asantifo ni bi nwusem preku, na yembesi hospital or parliament ma omo, we ni mu MPP na, yenja ne yenkoto aba ma omo, kwasiafo. San kwasiafo we na memetena ha, enkanche Ghana for say, yenkoto aba ma MPP, na den, me yakwati boto, me yakwasia, me jimijimi, me nimu nyansa. Ghana na me kon ye say yenchichiri ni ye no, na me priority and the same. Na yeti kroma na nkwasia party we yesoso so hwade bi omosaka oba parliament MPP 88 pigs no Afenyomakin say minority leader Alexander Afenyomakin has reignited the old controversial plan to build a new chamber for parliament. Almost say yensi hospital parliament now recently ye renovate you know MPP for no more parliament no then 88 pigs no almost so yensi fufro. This is the senior pig in parliament. Listen to him.
The Speaker, there are two things that I look forward to seeing happen in the 9th Parliament. One, a hospital for Parliament. If it does happen, in accordance with your vision, it will be a great milestone. We are a political class. Our health issues are to be known within certain confines. Because of confidentiality and all, people travel abroad at great cost for medical support. I believe if we are able to deal with this, it will help. So, Speaker, you've also talked about security. Indeed, when I visited the House, the British Parliament, the Commons, even within the chamber, there is enhanced security. Here in the public gallery, anybody at all can throw anything at a member of Parliament, and there is no security. So, Speaker,
the problem I have with these NPP guys in NSA, when it comes to things they think make sense to them, no matter for example, they are back. Also, Jimmy. And the MPP for the Parliament catch Ghana for say, the Ecos of Ghana, they don't care. Embassy Parliament, enough from Omo. Na yensa NC Hospital or Parliament to Omo problem no. And that is their priority now. After your marking with the MPP, no, almost almost priority near and there. They are selfish. They are thinking about themselves as 88 pigs. Now, when the NPP wants things to sound right to them, quick, normal for example, oh, can't you see? When I went to the British Parliament, I saw security was intact. Go for the same argument, but say, but when you went to UK, you saw people, anti-LGBTQ people, right? You saw gay people in Parliament. Okay, so it is against our customs and tradition. Oka British Parliament security wants them. Osaka can say yanko British Parliament. Now you gay for her. Also, it is against our morals. So they are selective about what they want to say to suit them. Kwasia for way omo priority nyina say and yentam Ghana sika na yemfancy hospital or Parliament. And your constituency our Parliament. Now secondly, yensam beefy up security our Parliament. Adentira omo kwa hiya omo constituents na omo wo eyedien eya winiba no omo yenkwasea forma Afenyomakin ende kohwe yare atiesi winiba kwasea we aye ne tiri hu kokonende abetena nkran se oye NPP 88 pigs leader. He does not care about the constituents because the constituents no more eyedien winiba wo say no dodo na Jimmy. They don't understand why they vote. Inti enkwasea for we asoma meka nyina mana kwesi say problems are Ghana ekomu na John Mahama ne NDC for try to solve no MPP priorities here too. Anytime catch us in Kwasia for we almost had into person power beam. Almost had could into person power and say, Yama more security to Parliament. Na yan Embassy Hospital Parliament. Send your beya Omukobo Jantra Ometumasho Parliament. They don't care about their constituency. NPP for minority pigs no. The ACO Sokoban inform who. The ACO Bantama inform who. The AC Winiba inform who. The AC constancy. The omu say omu what. And why would any young Ghanaian and Ajuni Ejuma onya kwasia? Some are sorry say I am a follower of the NPP. Actually, with Jimmy, what are you following? You are following selfish people who don't care about the young kid. Eduani Obedi was school. People who don't care about pregnant women who have to deliver and are delivering on floors. People who don't care about opening hospitals. Agenda 111. Omun kan wa semba ko. The omun kan say ye bibi Mahama completing kwasiafo. Kwasiafo, most agenda 111 want to complete one hospital. And the to parliament say Embassy Hospital or Parliament momo. Kwasiafo, agenda 111 and also omu make sure say ye sin or every constituency no omanye. But then no omu be catch say yen santam ye sika ne mfa momo na omu nsi hospital or parliament ma omu MPP minority no. Na yen beefy omu security. Ne yen kwasiafo no de yen tena fie ntonsuo na ka mbo yenkuye. Na afenyo kene san kwasiafo na Omotete Parliament say, Omo the Omo MPP for no, yen protect your lives. Ye Jimmy, how did we get here? This 88 micro pigs, that is their intentions. A junior dog mutrimuno. Now, Mamencho Adiebua. Team. Mamencho Adiebua. You see, let's get serious. MPP in your party also got an Indian Senibia DHD. Omunim Nyansa. More per hospital. Send your beya. Ye Jimino near side the taxpayers money akoto equipment gum. Na enkwasiafo mudi jantra for the na munya 8 na. Muninya enye babasona. Na enkwasiafo ye ne asata mesika se ye mehwe MP. Munkobu kro na munkosi hospital in 9 MPP 88 pigs. Munya 8 years you could not build one regional hospital in 9 in Prekoma. 8 years you could not build one regional hospital. One regional hospital. Kwasiafo yensanya den Embassy Hospital Parliament. Nanka musi hospital mukroma kasan kwasiaka so nka obeka. Huh? For 8 years you could not build one regional hospital. For 8 years you could not build one regional hospital. Adia chine eje powerful nsema Embassy Hospital Parliament mawo. Na nkwasiape na etua muka no mo de yeden. Moes Gracia na mojeje jenone samu pay na mojini 30 days bia no. Ne yasinka Ghana ni bia ne tua ne ka 15,000 Ghana say 13,000 Ghana. Anka nyina nka bia tineti. Ye jiminti ofui bia ne to abama so nko parliament. Ye jiminti ye ntua wo kan Sansi Hospital mawo. Ko ukrom kosi hospital. Kwasiafo. Aboache. Na ha de asam ni nyina nie egigim. Nana Piao ofa say Bako pe chen hini Kevin Taylor na namaba onana no maso mani gan ai Kevin no obeka se ti Otumfuo na onim se me do medwudwam ene de wa onim de ekọ ene Otumfuo akasa ama na ya me de egigim yedru peak 10:07 p.m. Ghana time beifo bi ehwe ansa no motu 12 o'clock beifo bi organ bi ehwe abeifo frem ntwan ne enwie Kevin ansa na yetu abeifo nyina tu 12 yesi omu nyina twan mama Kevin nwie abeifo chairman kro te South Interest wo se mu ntwan Kevin nwie na yebetu inter abeifo are on hold omu light nyina so pipipi omu nyina sa press 2 more hours abeifo traffic achi adaya Kevin beka obegigyo Otumfuo nsemu intimu abeifo so mo twen South Interest so bantima abeifo eye sokoba abeifo eye de eye sehwibekwa abeifo mo wo anwa kwanta abeifo mo asantimemu omu nyina se ende ye postpone eye fly no abeifo twen ada Kevin begigyo abeifo nyina twa abeifo chairman o South Interest so o se mon twen wa fa phone ke abro mon twen kakra wai Kevin aba mo mani wie abeifo chairman me da wase o and when yami anka de menya also anka me so nkanya me yami nie abefo chairman wanu hwam mum yandwum agigim die na esi awatwe mo hwa kakra ai
yo we are best fishermen no lo kodo no answer my awatwe iwo fufu bejun kwan iwa betia bejun kwan ewo tuwa bejun kwan wa yo ye wa round wa supunu wa round wa It will for Belgium one, Belgium one, Belgium one. It will be Belgium one, Belgium one, Belgium one. It will do a Belgium one, Belgium one, Belgium one. It will be Belgium one, Belgium one, Belgium one. Why you yell? Why drown? 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 Yeah, we papa no. What one is them what? Yeah, we papa no. What one is them what? Yeah, we papa no. What one is them what? Yeah, we papa no. What one is them what? Why drown? Why you yell? Why drown? I'm watching. Original.
I watch it. Meanwhile, be da I before near so almost 12 of them be two. Kevin Taylor started Munya Botre. I before chairman Yamishra, Mamma Jum, Nianco. Hey, I before chairman Graffy Limi, then I bet my or to a panang. I before chain and a dahono. Otumfuo said to Nana Piao, Chan Kevin Taylor about an answer and then you bring Nana, me be jum. Ama eye asanteman nyina ate de waka ase na sabio obi anu kotiaw na ya chiri dedua obi anka se nana tan nipa every say sabio ewo me na ewo yen e ade bia enya ade baako e na sabio ye say ahoma sabio eteredua ho ene hu soro e na mpedifo na kan nana omo se akwara de bia no waso na no odu dance ase a ana ne charity mpedifo na so na sa kan se taxi driver on ten dware no de bia na type pai yene ampedifo na sa kan hey ebe de bebre nana yenjidom abefo mo twan me now brofo ni nie so amefo mo ntie yaka aka adwudwom and so still let's review free SHS we Otumfuo brofo. We can allow those who have the means to pay while government funds the brilliant but needy. Otumfuo said to Nana Kasa no okano wo brofum eno wama me aye de akonya se menjudwam ntira santeman. Otumfuo say free SHS no I was say ye review na de na John Mahama any NDC for kano na nyansa wom because Sanka John Mahama ne NDC for any Professor Nando Poko Ajima Boka say yen review free SHS no Sanka nyansa ni ma anko Otumfuo said to watekoko so piao anko onka say yen so yen review inti Otumfuo said to end nana wanuham waka kira santeman say so bi ka kira say review a councillor or say MPP for ne yankwasiafo or say wagye John Mahama asem no atum since Mahama bedi so wahwe Mahama NDC for campaign time omudi nkan ka say free SHS yen review yen sakra sakrem ne antoto ne ye ne antenetene no engina ne na so se ne be yankwara ne kwa sebio ebe ye school pa omoko na enye se bia obi a wo moti koso omkotena baby Otumfuo said to end the air kasa no o se o ka kira santeman say so what reviewer na chese school no e wo say John Mahama sama waka say reviewer o pese o sakrem ma enigina ne na so no free SHS no wa endorse anase o de edian ni bodua ahye John Mahama nsem say onye de o pese o ye emfa free SHS so if you say Mahama ne NDC fo ni munyansa o say de owo sika o no pese o de hwe no ho no o say o ya wofo na wo sika na free SHS no o pese wutua ubetuma etua almost a sebio omuye bojo fo a sika ni fia e wo se aban eso omasene no o se aban enso omasene enti asem na me bodo tofa Otumfuo said to ende wato nanum tuo o se free SHS no se obi gina baby ka se review enya no kore obi betwam a o se nipa ne yakwasea nana wanka ne kwasea me na medwudwam kwasea Otumfuo say so what is obi gina baby e ka se free SHS review means councillor o se nipa no o ye jimifo onti Ghana school samase onye ready say obebua school na wache na unim review unim the reason unim the definition of review bibi nti wankasa me de achew nana for about 2 years you can review nana unim review you understand review but you refuse to speak on review because now party no power Matias here me de achew onana na me tebio ya say dey onana anase wonana fomu a untumi nye bibia ntina mintumi nye bibia me de achew nana enka review asem we na nka say 2 years ago na nka wo kan every time atena me juma die we so aka che Ghana for say school a wakọ ene brofo a wote ene sebio wadwene a ekɔ anim eba eye adesua mu a ɛwɔ sɛ nka obi gyina wasa so ka sɛ review means cancel na nka sɛ na wotea no ba bibinti ena sebio sɔfo gyina sɔre anim na oprichi na sɛ ɔbaa bi kura no fugu ho a na wayi n'ani ato wiem nti ebia bibinti na wankasa sɛ nda waka yate aseɛ wama Ghana fo nyina ate aseɛ sɛ ɛyɛ free SHS na John Mahama has set up a committee and we are having a review team no na ɛyɛ Otumfuo Endorses aka santiman say review no ɛyɛ paa ehia paa John Mahama nim nyansa krogen nti obi asantini na ogina baby ɛto na no tuom ana na num tuo ka sɛ review no sɛ kronode ana emfa kwan mu ana yɛ de betwa free SHS ma Otumfuo sɛ sasantini obegina baby aka sa no wodidi na tam sasantini bi ba ejina baby ekasa review means cancel na review ni engine tum na review no ebema free SHS na gu a na ese sa santini ba no wedi Otumfuo atem if said Otumfuo can say review no emra so into so ya dan asantini de hye uti social media uti radio so uti Facebook uya MPP ni na ukotena radio so kwaka review no it means cancellation review no enya de pa na wo pese uka Otumfuo ne kasabo ahye ne yem na wo pese indirectly no udi okokọ so ote kokọ so atem wo pese okasa sebio ote kokọ so nim nyansa every say ende ote kokọ so okasa ma santeman okasama obia ohye na se wa santeman asase so into Otumfuo said to akasa ma santeman or say free SHS review no important and we have to do it mumianko tie nana ano ene brofo
Bible no bo aman na won ye no ho no memam ye no nye ne na me pe na kina said da ho ani hu se enhihye ye ni say science STEM ya mokin STEM no ne say science technology English and mathematics no ne de ko na no ni say ye baby akra so hia bio science ni na ho
Joe.
Yeah, crazy baby na interested in yi blocks yi ampa aka schools ni bi ho aka ni nyina na esi sika no e de be no so na de na so se de ba sika no de bi wo wa hu hia no ye tete so na ye na ye de pia kwa ye be ya na ye
Joe.
na ye nge ni nyina kama ma enko dormitories enko lada e fa yenko the Daben 9 senior high school, a science lab, a biniho, ICT, a sibiniha, a PT, any be agent to work a crania de Kusum, a school bus, a biniho, or a Biania Yedi, a biniho, many near who said this.
Joe.
Free senior high school, and passing a year here. Name on mommy and free senior high school. No, say yet to adwene hu na se because a free senior high school man kola akọ koma DNA as apam ya bade ene so nimfa so
Joe
na ye de ebe so say duane wo no odi nansa no abafi odi nansa no abafi na wasa akọ na nso ni ye hihye ni ye ni hu se ye kwa na ye kọ aduane no obedi anu odi de obetumi atua mu mi ahwe ni ye obo wo wa se bo obetumi atua ye ma ni ntwa
Joe
no ana de ye hwem aka ne ye ko school no ye hwem wie na pass ya hwe bezri wa wo ma unim na mo wontiri ntua na beza na trotro ba ya hwem nya ma bezri no koko boss scholarship those days e dia mo bi na de obetu atua so no otua no okode ye hu so wontiri ntua so ye tra na ye hu beza no hu so we ntiri ntua na ye dia ma school administration ye ko na beza
asantiman obiate efiti nne me maka Otumfuo ya me wofa me de ache no na nka osasem wo kan be 2 years 3 years ago bibinti enam se sofo ogina sori dem kanya mesem na oba bi kura tie nim na ne skirt no ho apaya oyi ne to nchen bibinti inti nana me de ache no now awasa santeman nyina tie ase ote kokko so se free SHS no John Mahama ehye kina waba for Ghana fo nyina o say moma ye nyina support John Mahama review no ehia pa nyansasam na Otumfuo se waka sei sa wo ya dance asantini de hye na wo hye na se na wo from one dance asantini de hye na wo tena radio so tena TV so eka se free SHS review no nyansa nim Mahama betwem a Otumfuo se ye kyewa yambo na na anka ne saa ba we de me na meka na na se wo beka saa no mpega na ye wankasa yambo ba me de me meka se yambo na na se mamo nkasa saa wa obekasa no obechi dedua into Otumfuo ose tutu aka Dia ya wa asem we mu nyina nsan ko Otumfuo betuma ka asem we 2020. Anko Otumfuo betuma ka asem we 2021, 2022. Otumfuo from the day Akufo the free SHS by no Otumfuo nim say the Akufo mo ye no enye. Ba bibi nti Otumfuo anka ho asem minima de kro e bia debi na na betro book na wa kro no wom. Na ye nim ade kodie nti ama Otumfuo ensi ne bo entumi ankans kasa ba emem ama MPP fo antiase se sa free SHS no mo ye no nyansa nim no ene de bia na betro book no de ahyem me mini na adwunim ena de si ye na menim nti de beja ama abosomfo no nana ama nana ene o matena se akirekirem edwudwum ama daachi nana gya book bi wo ha e bia na a secret ebi na Yvonne Nelson ya de nan se ahwedie ebe ye hu se eye de kwabute etotom nan nti nana de ye beja sa partner ma nana efri se eye den ya nana akasa reset no ya reset obi a Otumfuo se menhia reset internal tia santimemu na ya mentiase a Otumfuo se menhia kra reset nti reset ho nana reset menhia Otumfuo osetutu wa reset menhia nti tia santimemu na ya media me MPP ni ye de twa befuruma ye de atemeto media de atemekokom media mentiase Otumfuo reset o menhia so do ujimi betra kaje tia se on reset ya ye kwajawo nti Otumfuo osetutu nana piawo Chanchan hini Kevin Taylor wodomi a wuhia me a wode aye blessings miensa ebetu mechi no nana wodi nka ka kira santeman so obi gye wano si boni a osi edi na tem nana efiti ne eko me hya wo se obi tia santeman mu ana oti Ghana ha MPP ni na obekasa tia free SHS review any aye de the needia we need to help any omo eska also mutia nana wode gya nipa no mame mesapa no nana ode menye bibia gya nipa no mame enda meti ha na metwen enti message ni nyina nsa asanteman Otumfuo so wa reset menhia aba default aba baby a wo se menhia begina enti menhia e ma ye message no menhia pick signal no because me kai inkwasiafo we kwa asantememu review omkaka say review e dey cancel
say enso say na say utu say woni agye atomo yenji ntomo the year can me say ye ba be review policy no now review your policy ye can policy and now say review your policy no be o can say on pay no can say review no nim the over be cancel it is about ba betwam yes ah ye ba betra o me na dwa ba betwam ye play no na play no tsna se ba betwam ye play no na play no tsna
agwawe sala started no red acho we kufuado no red ni enim enti tema na yes no na enyina adwin se oh we de kufuado de we nyini we jimijimi one ba omiam nyansa na red ba omian na ma na ye daddy bo aben no sala ni nyina red ekufuado started red enye no enti ni enya line no sa red no na onom because ade we unim red ade Kufuado ye red hwe enya ho not anom
make the mistake of giving him power. That policy is going to be cancelled. Are we prepared to see this? Are we prepared to see that policy being cancelled in Ghana? In the same way, the expansion of our health infrastructure, when we unveil the policy of agenda
red and then Otumfuo ma a secret no and then Otumfuo anka bibia for be 8 years no about free SHS because when him say akwa we offer red wa kasa ye pe bibi besi enti se panyini be bibia onya abotre no enti ne enti Otumfuo ase o send Otumfuo ka kire o ma a signal ne se na akwa ne fa red hwe Ekufuo de gina power ka kire say review and Otumfuo ka kire say so bi ka kire say review a councillor onom red no hwe de Ekufuo sana akwa na nom red dada nyina yenim unim red na bi nie wa nom ache
very worried about the idea that the people who oppose the policy, if they have an opportunity to come to power, are going to review it. I suspect reviewing means collapsing it. That's my understanding. But I don't think that the Ghanaian people are going to allow this very important policy to be collapsed. I think that some of the measures that we've taken.
And then Otumfuo red to. What nana red to Otumfuo to. And Otumfuo say So what is obi kasibia ekasasibia na Ekufuado kasa na nipa na Jimmy for because me domina na Otumfuo and asembia me na nabeka bia no me support no and me na naka say review no it means say Mahama edwuma oye no eso eni e wo say ye nyina ye review free SHS no me njimi na no nsi bone because me do Otumfuo do me into obi a obeka anything apart from the Otumfuo kind when it comes to free SHS nipa na red no no wabodam opeso ji Otumfuo do si bone me di watam because me sibia me bu asante hine no me makwase bi njina no nsi bone and asante hine say free SHS review na Mahama ye it is the best the owasika na mani ntua the only bi no abamboa no schools na ye ne sa no John Mahama betumi si more the dormitories more schools Otumfuo say or support John Mahama any NDC endorsement of review of free SHS sana nya Kufuado nkwa na num red no 2014 na kwa we onum red Bawumia 2014 Bawumia ka kire say NDC free SHS review plan senseless kwasiato 2014 about Bawumia ka asase mo kire 2020 eno ka asase mo kire 2020 and about Bawumia bi na no ka kire Ghana for say free SHS review no senseless and the audio Otumfuo ka kire mo and the Otumfuo ka kire say de na mo keka no adekudie ntia one respond no anase one ka bibia no say enkofo no Bawumia Ekufuado no red omo ye drug addicts omo ye jimifuo Otumfuo said to catch us Santemine. Intende, kwasiampe you be free people be catch us say free SHS no add a review and you be canceller. Otumfuo say Sanipa no who is all no red or ya kwasia onimu nyansa because Otumfuo said to Ghana year with him red in our channel. I am trying to let you understand how our MPP omo Jimmy the ya started building no ye mistake near the manko for me say ni nyina Adia John Mahama ne NDC for air building no. Ye mistake ne ye tamper o ma MPP in the next 42 years. Omo be say ni nyina. I'm telling you because in the next 42 years no na bibie gina. Ye mistake. We Bawumia or starting no red enyende 2000 and then Mahama promised to abolish double track means he will cancel free SHS. Mahamudu Bawumia asemo ka cheni or say Mahama or catcher say obe abolish double track no obe cancel free SHS 2024 no cancel anko asem safi wo and the Otumfuo or say to catcher say MPP for Bawumia Ekufuado MPP no mo Jimmy omo no red. How can getting rid of double track say obe abolish free SHS and the hweduane ankora eduane pa ankora ni di no school and what to say school be headmaster be complaining. And what to say, Enkorano Mimi. John Mahama everything possible to move a double track system. He's doing everything possible to make sure that Enkorano 3 balanced diet to eat. Time ana Ekufuado ne Bawumia more power. Na yemfre bibi balanced diet. Time ana Bawumia ne Ekufuado more power. Na Enkorano omudi dog's diet, chicken diet. And Oba Ghana, free SHS Nkora, omudi balanced diet. Balanced diet is a diet that consists of all the essential food nutrients in their right proportion. Inti say right proportion number ubetumako shobi na odi koko 10 tobacco ko semiensa. It is not in the right proportion. But we share Kevin. Now when you cabbage kakra, when you salad kakra, when you tomatoes light to and be order stew. Now when you add and tuna kakra, or no Kevin also or add or elewa no kakra sinchen, or no also beans kakra or chicken kitwebi and or sour area and you balance that because it's in the right proportion. There's protein, there's this, there's that, there's not. It's wrong. Inti MPP for no normal man korano dog meat, dog food. They were not giving them a balanced diet because if it is not in the right proportion, that food is not balanced. And the uko kwarana uhu balanced diet. Wow.
The first time in Fuprasi Senior High dining hall history, there has been never watching an egg at the dining hall before. And when a zoo came to power, we are now eating watching like we're watching any akono say any posia mienu a zoo
umpe we na peka ya motium oye mistake ni tumi koma MPP yewu. The next 42 years, the two mikra in the next 42 years. Asemesi. And intina, asema Otumfuo or say to Akano. A asema I was Asantemine, Ghana mine, your fun is serious. Let's review free SHS. Otumfuo Kanye. Or say free SHS, yeah, review. asantini ba bi obeka say nani gye no oye kwasea efiri say so opagana ye a also me review free SHS no eno na John Mahama ne NDC ye because Otumfuo nim say you review free SHS na asantimam kwara in the next 10 15 20 30 42 years 46 years no omo be ye empenyi titiru e Ghana. Anything and the Otumfuo asantimai and the Otumfuo he is thinking about the future of the young asantinia kwara. On person that you make because asantifo do munko school asantifo de sebio yetam omo na mako jeme na kwatwi o mako toiletim dabi o person edum pempensuo bia e ka eye akrachefo omo mutumi kenkan ti ase etumi ka brofo wisra eka twi wisra etumi kire bebi omo free am proud of omo tradition etumi ka omo kasa se ka brofo ye adwuma o person ye bo asantifo din on person de bebo asantini ya kasa we de adan eyi ase na ote we de on de otonkonwa eji nyame nkonwa ene de dabi also on pesa into the Otumfuo ye ne de no or secure the future of asantifo nkwara. It is an obi tina santimemu radio so TV so ebie na no ekasa tia free SHS under John Mahama na sa nipa ne pese odi ote kokko so atem enisi ama ne ho yede ne ho che no obi a obetina santimemu atena radio so atena TV so akasetia free SHS a Otumfuo setutu a endorse ede na koma pa ataye kire se onim se John Mahama ebeye ne ye no sa nipa no kasetia free SHS under John Mahama na nipa no opese oyede odi Otumfuo atem me ekọ mempene mo obi andi Otumfuo atem da itu ko tie sa radio no one mon starting tie omu ye pa so obi anu ko tie menhia mo mamente so obi ko kasa tia menhia obi ko kasa twie bi obi pese odi free SHS edi di Otumfuo atem because Otumfuo kasa asa opanyini dware a na nsu asa Otumfuo kasa kusie bi ani asantememu bi mo so okasa tia free SHS under John Mahama Otumfuo osetutu okasa na adiasa okasa obi anda okasa na nsu asa obi ani asantememu a owotumi che Otumfuo obi ani asantememu a onim nyansa che Otumfuo obi ani asantememu a otse ono de osinibu a owobo che Otumfuo enti de oso ye bema no o metena TV so e wa asantememu de oso ye bema no o metena radio so asantememu de oso ye MPP ni ade bo hye on de onim nyansa che Otumfuo no o meka se free SHS review na John Mahama ne NDC ye a Otumfuo kura sa kase so obi wo sika na wo fo wo sika omuntua ena se obi so ni bia aban bo nipa no Otumfuo so sa ka se sa aban epese obi schools ni ma onko so no obi schools ni no de oso ye bema no onkasa se de Otumfuo ka ye no nyansa nim ni enhwe so betena santememu a me twa ticket aba me bukom me twa ticket aba Ghana wo nipa betena radio so meba me ne one on one me bukom because me wofa Otumfuo said to me protect no me make sure say obi ani otumi de nanim etwitwi fom now mommy enko enim nana me do osade ba ko wo mo say if some parents can pay allow them to pay so amefo so asontre eye bantama eye ni odibiase ne mo wo say so obi wo sika obetua mo mani ntua asanteman wo akakra wo wunsima pese otua oba wo SSR tua ono Otumfuo nana eneka oso pese oboa John Mahama aban no ogidi se John Mahama aban no omunim nyansa nti Otumfuo aka wa wo so wo nim nyansa che Otumfuo no kotena radio zika se won tiase say de ose ne bo ohye de onim nyansa che Otumfuo de ose wo tumi de ose on de na adwene mu edo che Otumfuo no onko tena radio so nka se asam Otumfuo kan ne de ye ntiase no omubu be ye hwe so betena santememu a Otumfuo kasa asa ose John Mahama idea ne the best asantema nyina support ne enkoso nto abama NDC na ohu ne said the John Mahama ye nyina support na the next 48 years no Ghana befa ne ntoma pefra Otumfuo said to say sa MPP we de onim omonya party bia obetumi de omo afrafra eye den eye na konwa intimoma ye nyina ye ninko eye den Ghana so me da say Otumfuo nana maka amedwudwam now galamsey issue Nana o twen ya 7 years me problem no nana o che dodo we me mani twem enye Otumfuo o che too much de bia nana o kuta mic sa 7 years de bia o je mic wa je mic 7 years nana o ye dinner o ye conference o ye symposium nana o ko wiase bebia kasa ye Ghana bebia ni wa wan kasa 7 years nana o ntuma nka free SHS hu asa be sin ne nana say basa nye eba sa enye yentena yendi hene sa ai onana no bebre ya mu school ase nyina nana metum di blame ni bia ma wo ebi say yatete abetie na ne cha no ye kasa ntem a anka nipa dodo a free SHC ekufo ade mo de say o mu nkomo nya ansay o mo nana me blame wo kakra me blame wo because nyo be ha ye ne ntem yatete abetie na ne anka ye kan ntem a ebi a 2017 2018 ye kan asem we a anka nana anka nenka free SHC nkegina ne na so ye ntumi enka asam ne tra asa anja no ho nana onana ne me do ba nyame bi wo no anye ne ya meka ye nye sa antena fie because ye kan nyankarefo nana anka MPP nkwasiafo yi kombe so mdi watem on se ende de waka o obi ani age but ye ntena fie ye nim sa de na ekoso ne nye ye mbube enkata bone so nana medɔw wa hwenkofo e mama sei Ghana nana wa hwe mo mama sei Ghana ye kan de beka bia wanfo anu antum da den so nana wonim se review no eye omo ba santime mu be ye campaign edidi Ghana for atam nana uti review ase chem nana ko school ni anwo me ye ka obi a wako school awedra o school mu nkrata mu a wa ben nana unim ade unim brofo unim de ekọ o man kwasiafo e betena santime mu da santeman nana unim ye tena wa ma nana ugya man kofo se Ghana bebe na biedui afena de bia nana ye twa matania be ni ye de bia nana ye twa matania be ni ye kejetie sa Rollins ba ye a obe start so ye kejetia wonana kofo ba ye be di nkwasi asem sa be fefa ma eyie nkwasi eyie ekutia obedi president se busua panyini eno nam Ghana na otata nkofo na small girl be free eye English ba ya obetwetwe ne be ma obeji sika kwe ye tete ho ana tanifo tafo ya sa ba be sika jetia nkofo ba ya nana 2017 schools sisi wo omoje guo sewie guo omoje guo afari guo omoje guo free SHC so omode se nkwara nana wanka 8 years nana on se ache nana red ekoso asantimemu nyina ka santema anka red nke so twa unim red ekoso ya nkwara bebrebe free SHS a omko yom kosua red nkwara bebre omwo Ashtown ene eye Kumasi Mpotema and the drugs eku omu eye free SHS ya na enye ya omko double track ene komo omko introduce om to these things nana nke santema anka honya so twa ene hwebe ye wonana MPP nti obi ano kasa wanim kwasi ampanyi bia no kasa wanim jimifo bia no kasa tia menhia adentra nana ensam de ba jaso ne agi adwa nana eba ya ne adwudwa ne adwudwam ne ekọ enim because ye kasa ye tena ho because ye wo fa party ne wo so enti ye nka sebio ye owi of wo sa nana wo so hwa wo de nana mano sisimi na so nana owi of wo sa nana wo hwa wo de ya wi of wo nsa ma ne eru afisi ye nsa ka ho nana ne ya wi ye nsa but nyame wo ho ya wakan de ama sebio ema eye gidie soronko asaba nana me de metima ka se wo fa wo em wo fa me do na we de wa nya de eche dodo nana also pa echew yesro pa echew fa apache achew pa ema santeman fama mbebunu fama nkwara from the last 7 years nana ye di omabro ya hawmo ya nkesem ema nipa bia se nkwara life nana into also sebio benhia also di jantoa ema asanteman ene emu nananom because nana sanka kasa ebe 2020 anka wonanom bebre omo life ase no anka nsei intimidate de waka mani ajepa nanso wache ade de wanka so tiri ho yi bone inti nana se echew na bepa ya facha pa echew nana pa echew ne hu se ye nana de waye bone wa pa echew efiri se ya bosom kro bobo ye ho ban no omo fom ya nananom omo pa echew inti nana waye bone che pa echew nana be do ai me do mesaba mini baby akọ nana wa na me down ai aboatwe nana me do
yo we your best fisherman no lo kodo no answer my aboatwe iwo fufu bajem kwan iwa betia bajem kwan ewo tuwa bajem kwan why yo ye why round wa supono why round wa ewo fufu bajem kwan ewa betia bajem kwan ewo tuwa bajem kwan ewo nkwa bajem kwan why yo ye why round wa 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 one is the water. Yeah, we papa no, what one is the water. Yeah, we papa no, what one is the water. Yeah, we papa no, what one is the water. Why drown, why your yeah, why drown, I want it. Original.
DNF say, Ompe Kevin Taylor some. Oya waju say Kevin Taylor the old time into be say no. Now why ended up watching Kevin Taylor every day? DNF. DNF say Abranti old tano. Ewa bo timu po me say no. Now I ended up being his fan and watching him every night. DNF. DNF chensa. I gave him a bodam. DNF. Say Kevin Taylor, Otano, Opesa Seno, Opesa Ghana for say Kevin Taylor, the oil on him, the oil. Now I ended up by Kevin Taylor number 1 fan and Yumbria was TV ocean. DNF a chance. DNF a chance. Oh, yes, she ain't Mr. P. We got now we be quite uncle. Ain't it Debia Yaka? MPP Omo Jimmy. Yeah. So my catcher Ghana for say you have to be very, very careful when it comes to misinformation and disinformation. So many times me say Ghana, I could majority of you are happy about Ghana now because no krene AD Ghana suntina BBA court 14. Say my ho kwan na ye allow a tro to set in. Ye we Ghana na say. Anytime can you say we need 42 years, 46 years. Si ama no kredi enima na ama NDC di enima na etenetene omo sa baby Ghana be ye na be moawa. And it's at this point we all need to have one focus, 42 to 46 years agenda to keep the NDC in power. Guide them. They will make mistakes. Guide them. Protect them. Guide their policies. 42 years, 46 years Ghana be Jinan and South America. And yen happening. It's mama allow atro na say Ghana no. Atro na de kwasi ampanyi we ekufu adoba power. A platform like Ghana Web, a MPP for their do not. So read this story of Ghana Web. You need to be very careful. Make sure you verify it twice. The Ghana Web you knew in 2002, and 2003. Ghana Web now unimno. And Ghana Web a MPP for no matter. And the idea is they want to disinform and misinform Ghanaians through Ghana Web. And so Ghana near my platform which I can say the most dangerous platform in Ghana, a disinforming and misinforming Ghana for Ghana Web. So we are Ghana Nina so who story because Ghana Web making sure say when read this story as I day I double check it from other sources because so we did Ghana Web cheat, they will destroy you. Okay? Oh my we or then a Ghana Web yan the as we
are winning the seats in the mining areas. So they decided to go and import foreigners. No mo nyomo ba no man kan chom se munko in real no mu na munko to go do or se munko nsuo no mu na munko tu na mo refi mu ho na the whole year inso aye problem da enya 1 month ya na start eye obi na opese anka omo ye na anka ye di speed na anka ya court na anka ya stop galam safe for na anka ya lose your seat ya stop you omo na ya stop you omo china.
Oh, and the Aquaway, Sika Uriano Abemu, and the big Ghana Web, or the Akoto Ghana Web. Oh, 2 for story Nami and only be a Ghana Web reported story no. By me bo video mautie on Ghana Web. Cancel or review free SHS if students cannot be fed or accommodated. Won't be on caption story no. My choice, Ghana Web is the most dangerous website in Ghana. A Krobianka Ghana was a treasure. I'm telling you, any serious country, I was saying Ghana Web, you're treasure near Sino. Because you see, what Ghana Web is doing in the say, they want to deliberately destroy this nation. It won't come from them Otumfuo. Now what they are doing is they are creating enemies for Otumfuo. The caption alone they gave to the story, no, they are making people direct their anger at Otumfuo to insult Otumfuo and to make it look like say, oh, free SHS, no, Sebio, cancel or review free SHS if student Otumfuo Ankasa. And when you see, when you take your time and analyze Ghana Web for captions, what they are doing in the say, anya carefully, I bet you say, soja ni bi ana military ni bi and a betwituo asay Ghana. Ghana Web never say Ghana. Ghana Web a dangerous website. A website for years Oma destroy Ghana. Daily Guide, Ghana Web, and then Daily Graphic too is joining this stupid thing. Daily Graphic. The last time I told the president and this government, they need to change the leadership of Graphic Communications. And this goes to the communications minister. Those people at Graphic Communications, they have also recruited some stupid MPP boys. And the country is not at heart. They are destroying Ghana Web, Graphic Corporation. Daily Graphic it's like PMP now. Daily Graphic, it is now like PMP. And Ghana Web and leading this nonsense. And so Ghanaians, you have to be extremely careful about Ghana Web. Ujimia, Ghana Web, could do atem. They have twisted it to favor the MPP as a political party. In this to Ghana Web story, be very careful, read the whole story, and double check from another source. Because for Ghana Web for caption, they will mislead you. Right now in Ghana today, platform and misleading Ghana are you ready to destroy the nation at Ghana Web? Everybody working at Ghana Web is an enemy. A crowbit is a Mozambique and Ghana Web because Nipana Ghana Web diano on any question paying a bone video chair on MPP new way. Now Ogotina radio so and your busan say Ghana Web no what dia he could not give a direct answer. You know why? Because Sikano be our Bamuno, that is where he invested the money. And right now the agenda is that the majority of Ghanaians they read Ghana Web and some people see Ghana Web say and the official website of Ghana. No, Ghana Web has been bought by NPP. It has been bought by this fool. And into the busan say Ghana Web ya odia muntie ne answer.
Ghana Web odia.
Ose
Ghana Web odia.
Ghana Web. Oh, I know the ownership no mebusu ani dia ye han fanto nchen. Enye why I'm here and I'm ready for it.
Me kan wasa wona akofa ba ite busa.
Almost that you free director you free dia. Mebusu ani oni a mi bo mi euro sister for bia ho. I'm a businessman on my own. I've always done my business. Mebusu for your business. If they own it, just like Obia to be only, we are buying Sikada, and you are buying your business. Your business, no, you Obia who say me you claim into whatever I buy or want to use, or Mebusi and want to use your money for, it is okay. It's okay.
Coordinator for Middle Belt campaign.
Oh, yeah, the guy just asked you a simple question. Ghana Web, Yodia. No, you move on. Oh, Ghana Web, Mebusiani dia, so Mebusiani na, and Minfa Bansika. Oh, yeah, he's a criminal. You know what he has done? He's bought Ghana Web and put in the Busiani dimu. San the Busiani na Ghana Web and Diaziano. If the government decides to audit the Busiani na, Sa secret to Ghana Web, Busiani to improve his cano. See, from his answer, we did not ask him whether you are a fool, you are a criminal, you are a corrupt person. Yes, say Ghana Web Yaodia. Kevin Taylor, Ghana Web Yaodia. No. I have no hand in it. A simple question that demands a simple answer. Ghana Web, so ya korao, so ya penyo, media, me business, me independent, me see nipa bi Ghana Web yare dia connected to this Ghana, a guy we dia, we are going to investigate the person who owns Ghana Web, and we are going to bring you the records, sign upon how much he or she is worth. You will see, say, this guy gave that guy the money to buy. Now, nipa no talk Ghana Web no. Yebebu san say, onya sika sa wa hin o de talk Ghana Web no. Listen to me very well. We Otumfuo. He's a criminal. They say Ghana Web no. Enkwasi adwuma mo de ye no MP before.
Ghana Web odia.
Ose
Ghana Web odia.
Ghana Web. Oh, I know the ownership no. Mebusu ani dia ye han fanto nchen. Enye why I'm here. And I'm ready for it.
Almost
that you free director, you free dia. Mebusiani oni a mi bo mi euro sister for bia ho. Enya ban sika. I'm a businessman on my own. I've always done my business. Mebusia for your business. If they own it, just like Obia to be only, we are buying sika da. Me are buying your business. Your business no. Obia who say me you claim into whatever I buy or want to use, or Mebusiani want to use your money for. It is okay. It's okay.
Coordinator for Middle Belt campaign.
Osoro no tam $10,000. Osofa kuma me yire wa abrochire. Kwasia ojesi enim. Ye be print na yire bank statement a kire no. E die wa to North Carolina. Ye be kire ni nyina. Ewio. This guy is a thief. Ewi na ye jiminti. When an election, we can say, I, yen chagalam say, munne, yen chemo china, on say, you a simple question. Ghana will be audio. I Ghana will no, mebusa radio, media, where Riesika, you see, he stole the money, and then he paid Ghana Web in the name of his family member. Now, that family member, we are going to pull that family member's bank statement. You will put a family member and say, Ejuma ben na we ya unya asasi can talk Ghana Web. You will see. I know the family member. Minim Nipana Ghana Web woni dim. And we are going to pull Nipano documentations. Ni busa Nipana say, "U ejuma sen na waye. Sika sen we raise. When did you start working? How did you come by this money to buy Ghana Web?" You will see. And that is what they do. They steal your money and put it in their wives and their kids' names. And what they will do is say, they will turn around and come and blame you. So, wait, Jimmy to Ghana, Obapa Mobra, Abua, Yani years ago. That is what they do. Me say, we will open investigations into this guy, Ghana Web. Definitely, we are going to find who is the owner of Ghana Web. Sani Pano, I will expose the person. Then, Ghanaians will ask that person who owns Ghana Web, say Ghana Mremuno, ya will be for the lifestyle audit. Say, Nipani Ghana niya, Yabusano. Say, Nipani to America, I will petition for the person to answer the government of the United States how that person came by that money to buy Ghana Web in Ghana. Hey, munim di eba. Mon kwasia fo we MPP for munim di eba. Kwasia we galamse sika e de akoto Ghana Web. And oko Ghana Web Jandam, Atro, they are just misinforming and disinforming. They just want to destroy the nation. Yebusa a simple question. Yebusa a simple question. Kwasi ampenyi ejina say enye nti ena mebusia ni o mebusia ena mentiasia ena memfa abansika mebusa so wi abansika. Papa no to busa so wi abansika. O say e wobusia ni dia. Kevin, you see Guinness Ghana wobusia ni dia wo dia enya me dia eno ano no. So when years ago ni nyina ka kan efre we ye wi. And Ghanaians are supposed to be very careful about Ghana Web, a dangerous platform. A NDC, a fully owned by NPP. A criminal money no to Ghana Web no. Now I am coming to expose the person who owns Ghana Web now. Now me exposing the pana, you people will understand where I'm coming from. Now mama yanya ejuma we a galamsey story. Now a lot of people are talking about a galamsey in Ghana today. Kevin Taylor, NDC4, Omoba Power 3 months ni. Adena Kevin Taylor, Momonka and a galamsey wasem. Yeah, the 3 months I solve a galamsey problem. And let me state this. Anybody who attacks a journalist in Ghana because journalists now cover galamsey site, that person should be arrested and that person should be jailed, irrespective of who you are. Journalists in Ghana have the right to report on galamsey. It does not matter the party in power. Journalists be what the rights. Journalists be our assignment to go cover illegal mining. They have the right to cover illegal mining in Ghana. Nobody in Ghana has the right to stop anybody from covering galamsey story. Nobody. If even there's one person in this government who tries to stop any journalist from covering galamsey story, we need to go after that person. Because the story or the galamsey menace, it goes beyond political parties. I am not going to sit here and say, because NDC about power, no, when people want to cover galamsey story, I should do what? Tell them to stop. Why? Right now, I can tell you that this government is too young to solve galamsey problems now. The NDC government just read their budget 2-3 days ago. The NDC government has not even been in power more than 3 months. The NDC government, at this point as we speak, the government is now forming. Now, a government has been in power for 8 years. Omaya Galamsey for 8 years. We saw a whole sector minister write a report, and I'm talking to this man, Sir Foolish Ken Ashbe, and your Galamsey story, he's useless in Ghana because he only uses Galamsey story to become relevant. And then why not you say Odebe survival in this very, very, very simple economy. And this guy, he thinks he's smart, he's intelligent. He knows nothing about galamsey. He thinks to say, when he hides behind that foolish thing that he calls to say, a group, a DND, they can suppress the government. Nobody can force the NDC government when it comes to the fight against galamsey. No. Because wo akwawe, mumusa say, oni obada, how many times and hoba? And you want to force a government in 3 months to fight problem that was caused over 8 years. Are you crazy? So this fool comes and says, NDC criminals have taken over from NPP criminals without any evidence or kwasia. And we cannot solve or fight Galamsey with this kind of these beanbags. These beanbags who think, say, Ghana, no, you just have to have some stupid name working on radio and TV to make people think, say, you are intelligent. Who uses 3 months to fight Galamsey? And if you have credibility to prove, say, NDC Nibi is involved in Galamsey, why don't you stupidly publish it? That is what they have been doing. And you see, for years, we have allowed these fools to be sitting on radio and TV pretending as if, say, they know everything. Politicians, they feed you. They don't do any serious job. All that they do is that, let me target this person. This government is in. Let people think, say, I am against this government. And that is what they have been feeding on till this point, this foolish guy. Nagana ni Jimintra. We see these people as intelligent. These people bring nothing to the table. Because if you want to make such an allegation, you need to have your evidence to prove. For me to sit here and support you. But you cannot stupidly, foolishly, a beanbag like this come and say, Galamsey, NDC criminals are taken from NPP criminals. Where are your evidence? Inti nkwasiafo we nanam Ghana TV so, and yes so, and ora politician officer, ni amani kakra, mumusa se juma ben oye. They will form something called think tank. They will form some group B. Ebiani Imani in Kwasiadi Omuti Imani ye. Today it has become a political chamber pot. Imani. If Franklin Kujo is smart, he would disassociate himself from that political chamber pot that Kofi Bentel is running. Me say, if Franklin Kujo is intelligent and he basically wants to respect himself and protect his integrity, he would disassociate himself from that stupid thing called Imani, that political chamber pot. He would disassociate because the Imani that we see has two angles. One is going here, one is going there because they have allowed politicians to infiltrate. The same as these foolish fools. Because you cannot come at this point and tell Ghanaians to say, NDC criminals. Who are their criminals? I will speak on the criminals when you give me enough evidence to prove, say, there are criminals who have taken over from the NPP. But you see, they play that chess game. They know Ghanaians are stupid because Radio 4 ni BBI Radio 4 ni BBI every day the same faces, the same foolish people we have been drinking with, the same foolish people who have been sleeping with people's wives, the same foolish people who we know have not added anything to their brains. We give them opportunity to Ghana for this automatically they are wise. These are foolish people. The fight we want to fight, Galamsey, it is not anything. We need to put political colors on it. So when Professor Frimpong Boateng came out with that report, I'm expecting this beanbag to tell the president and Mr. President, before you touch Galamsey, prosecute every single person in that report to serve as a deterrent to people in your government. Foolishly go sit there and say, because Galamsey is still ongoing, you expect to say, in Sudan, after 8 years, in Sudan, in 2 days, we are such a beanbag. When we Jimmy phone has almost Ghana. I was expecting you to say, Mr. President, a report is there from Paul Boateng's report. I want to believe you. If you want us to believe you, pick that report, open a commission, let them sit everybody in the report down, and let us know what comes out of the report. We can use that as a basis to fight Galamsey because people will see that somebody has been jailed 25 years, 10 years. You are stupidly ignoring the issue that they are evidence. Because that report from Paul Boateng, it was evidence. He was a sector minister. Kwasiafo in Ghana. We a bag, we a beans bag, we bean bag, we in Ghana. And the yes, some kwasiasem way. So you people should tell the president that at least we have evidence from a sector minister. From Paul Boateng came up to the report that he presented to the president. That report is on record. Mr. President, open a commission now. Every single person who was mentioned in the report, let them come before the commission. Let us get to the bottom of it. If we get the culprits, let us jail them for 10 years for it to serve as a deterrent to people under your leadership and also Ghanaians. That is when you are making noise. Kwasia, NDC from MPP. So these are the fools who have become political table tennis balls. They are ping pongs. You kick them here, you kick them there because every day we open the phone lines for these idiots to speak. Who is the MPP criminal and the NDC criminal? Do you have any evidence? I can say MPP criminals did Galamsey because at least there's a sector minister who wrote a report and said this is what he found. Do you have any report to prove to me in the last 3 months Obi or NDC or Oya Galamsey we are kwasia? mo na mo me di matam no mo agimi he mo tete Ghana for so ena mo mo se mo ni munyansa mo tu fin kankan mo no jot ena no apetesiwia you think say going to sit on news file no it automatically makes you wise ye gimi o Ghana ntra ena the nipa news file aye gimi ntra na nipa no hosting news file something I in the num kankan way ade papa be no news file no so Joy News Multimedia, they are foolish. That's why they are keeping that guy still on news file. They are supposed to sack that fool. What does he bring to news file? And these are the same people he'll be interviewing. These are the Jimmys he'll be interviewing at the Intra because they don't have anything to do. Where Jimmy Benoye? A common dinner. From government to government, he can do what? He can criticize everybody. But at the end of the day, Busane say on one kasankasa, oh, we are members of DND. The last time, first time I made about Ghana, I think 2009. Me, I met my wife 2009. My wife beside me say, why do we have so many acronyms in Ghana? I say, share. I have a poultry farm. Obeti Cape MMNC, Kumasi Mental Association, and PWPKC, people with some acronyms. We have been on my survival bedroom. Acronyms. We are putting an organization together. We are ready and the Obercon and Patri. And can Ghana and Yejimi and Kokuku and you do to make us say our Atamos Foundation. Na kwasiasa and on one kuta paper back on Nam Ghana. Near so. Well, that's what they've been doing. Oh. They have been playing on your conscience for years. They know nothing. Rather yanko. Yakwasiye ojina Metro TV. Okasa se pipe shade ha. Kwasiye first na bujizo ni nyansa meboa. On se be expose mo hu se and omu jina TV so mu se omu so mejimi. Anamu hu. Kwasiye ojina Metro TV. Who's going to hide? Jantre ni ojina Metro TV ya. Ne kon pipe shade PVC shade kon hu. PVC pipe was a PVC pipe shade kon hu. Kwasiye Jantre ni anu fia o repu ma o Germany ni ade kwasiye ojina Metro TV ya. O dress say de kwaje kaba. On say first na mujin so nim nyansa. On say na so ojina so ejimi. O ejimi. He cannot convince you. What is he going to convince you about? Because the guy standing there looks filthy. He looks dirty. He looks unkempt. He looks very sick. He looks like a red candidate. He looks drug infested. Kwasi ojina Metro TV will say, oh, your show, dear evening show, dear Kwasi boy. Then the one who ever convince will say, or can be biatro. He smells. You can see. Just watching him. I told you people, these are drug addicts. They don't deserve any space in our politics. Also today, they are not relevant. They can't even make anything on social media, on TV. Because of what? Because these people were down from the beginning. Now, Mami Ridi Akwawe, here. Semeka Senkofo we Jimina media or matama obisa Kevin there. Omwade. Mami here. Let me read the story. We Ghana Web. Omukwasia for here. What we caption no? NDC criminals have taken over from NPP criminals. Now, let's read the story. Let's see exactly what he said. You are entertaining these fools. Look at this. Now, let's read the story. We understand the evidence. This is what he said in the story itself. Or say, let me read it. Or say, and I quote, some work is happening, but unfortunately, the criminals are still at work and they are still doing what they are doing. So, the criminal transition that we saw in 2016 and 2017 has happened again. What you are beginning to see happening is that this time, not only do you see the NDC criminals taking over from the NPP criminals, but you are also having the NPP criminals go to the NDC criminals and say, and I quote, yes, your party is in power, but I have the equipment. I have the people here already. Come and be at the front of it. Take 60% of it, and we will hide behind you with 40%. So these gangs, these people who are wrecking our country are still at work. He stated during the interview. These are all speculations. These are stupid speculations. I say, you see MP before Abba. The only say MP before they catch the NDC for say, you see, I'm buying Eba into your equipment, no, you're about to no, I'm 40%, no, I'm 60%. The issue is all the things he said, he could not prove with any evidence. Kwasiawe to radio so, and we are listening to such fools who are speculating. He could not mention one company, one person who is directly involved and said, where your MPP near, I have evidence to show, say, he's involved. Where your NDC near, I have evidence to show. Because here we coronum do cabet na TV, so Jimmy way, bin bag way. Jimmy way, okonom doka, unim doka, okonom doka, na ya frɛ no sɛ ɔmfa na adwene mbra. Na yɛ de kwasiafo we adwene na ebu Ghana. Base, oni base bia. We cannot build this nation on speculations. These are stupid people. How can you fight illegal mining on speculations? How can you do that? The same thing now. Franklin Kujo din kwasiafo is almost caught on speculations because almost to say you be pamo dampare. Now Chief Justice na krankpono. Chief Justice not to na mudi case the command. Unim ni faith. But Chief Justice no so no mami. Do you know her faith? Momo de dampare command is always save dampare. Ono kro beto save no ho. The Chief Justice today, Ubusan so beto save no to me answer. Chief Justice of Ghana, Ubusan said, "Can you save yourself, madam?" She cannot give you an explicit answer. Say yes, because she also knows the allegations and the evidence people are cooking. She knows. Audience on comment on your bonianka on your free. She is tight. These are the fools we are talking about. Doka kind of analysis. Into the piano on Besomba radio, so into what they have done over the years, and they say, "Oma creative bibia to a team size, or smart." Because at a point, you need to go TV so, you need to go radio so, you need only wine now free boise ako TV so, only wine now free kumasi ako radio so. It in kwasi afo ya tete tenkan. Oh, near a publisher. Oh, near a editor. And I'm sorry, no go TV so, no go radio so. Do any woman in the so me the party to be. We doka for ne read no jot of war. Now, social media we are seeing their faces, we are seeing their body language, we are seeing how they speak, we are analyzing their speeches. They cannot build this nation. We cannot build a nation based on speculation. We cannot use speculations to build Ghana. In some kind of interview, no speculations. Because you can't say Uncle from Port report. Now, I insist the president in be a commission on that report. Now you obi or report in Muambra commission that has the power like a high court. Now you shed the ABC. But you sit there and say MPP criminals 60%, 20% in Kwasia for just side foolish people. Ebiana on this one. Into Jimmy be no Metro TV. Ne kwan why a PBC pipe the show. Kwasia we infested dirty guy way. Akwa way Jimmy way. MPP buy yatana ko to airport kwasia we Jimmy and heda we se betwa atum kwasia we de nam Ghana na mo so so on send the ocean na ho say majority of you guys when you watch that fool on Metro TV, that dirty drug addict on Metro TV, akobi na PBC share na o kasa oh that pipe bi share na that ko gina TV so na ta no Messi akobi na good evening Ghana no akobi no pipe share na no Ojina TV no kasa na pipe bi me say dako pipe no block it. Ojina TV no team no wu kwasia yare 40 say wo. Okwan PBC. These are the foolish people we were listening to thinking they are intelligent. They are stupid people. They are foolish people. Only answer. En kwara mu repi mo Ghana. And yatena wa so kwasia fo we so abedu ha. That PBC pipe journalist. PBC pipe journalist no. Obano pa enwumra na kakakra pa na yere dia shaha jantre ni bema okwa okasape na inframa ni femu ha kwasia o te Ghana so a journalist insinuation kwasiafo Mr. P, today is a Monday yeba be jirem ochina dia ka no ochina yebesa dia mamo yebe dwudwane nyine mu Ghana fo hunu kra. My name is Kevin Akoberiti. It's been a wonderful night. Be good, God bless you, God bless me. We will come back tomorrow the same time, 8 p.m. Ghana time, 4 p.m. US East Coast. We will meet here. We were live on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. We were live on Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We were live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook. With all due respect, it's our official Facebook page. TikTok picked us tonight, Kevin Taylor _WADR. Loud Silence Radio. If you have any Android device, go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. We're also live on Loud Silence Radio on App Store. Go there and download the app. My name is Kevin Akoberiti. My producers are called The Ghosteen. We'll be back tomorrow to discuss Ghana. God bless you. God bless me. Cheers. Good night. Abuache. Gigim.
Yo! We are best fishermen. Solo for no answer, my Abuache. will fool for Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, it will be a Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, it will do a Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan. Why you're yet? Why round what? Why you're yet? Why round what? Why you're yet? Why round what? Why you're yet? Suppono, why round what? It will fool for Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, it will be a Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, it will do a Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, it will be a Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan. Why you're yet? Why round what? 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 Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Why round what? Why you're yet? Why round what? I want it. Original. I will move for Belgium Pan. I want to tell Belgium Pan. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Why round what? Why you're yet? Why round what? I want it. Original. I will move for Belgium Pan. I want to tell Belgium Pan. Where you mind them from?